I know it doesn't look like much, but Mitch says that every room we share is just like a little piece of paradise.
Well, I'll try to remember that.
Well, you seem to be making yourself at home, Cassie.
That's because it is her home.
Of course. Mitch thought you two might be thirsty. Maybe you want to toast to the renewal of your friendship?
Oh, no thank you, but I'm really not that thirsty right now.
Oh, well, that's too bad. Mitch will be very disappointed.
Well, tell him I'll have a toast with him later on, after I've unpacked and gotten a little more settled in and stuff.
As you wish. Well, I'll let you two catch up. Don't take too long, Cassie. You don't want to keep Mitch waiting now, do you?
Mm-hmm. I know we're supposed to love everyone without any exceptions, but she makes it so hard sometimes.
I know what you mean.
Okay, let's start getting you unpacked. I think I'm going to need some more blankets because it gets really, really cold in here at night.
Joy, I hate to complain and everything, but these are down pillows, aren't they?
Well, I think so. Is that bad?
Well, it is for me because I'm allergic to feathers. So I'd much... do you think they have any foam pillows around here?
Oh, I'm sure they do. Probably down in housekeeping. Let me go get you some.
Oh, would you mind?
Mind. That's second nature to Lauren's mission.
Oh, thank you.
I'll be right back.
Okay, take your time.
Okay.
Thank you. Senator Logan gets my vote for re-election.
He's willing to help?
Twisted a few arms. By the time you're ready to take off, you'll have a special clearance to Vietnam.
You just have to wait for the plane to clear.
Great. Then our worries can really start.
Oh, honey. Paul, will you tell my wife here that once I get over there, I'll have all the protection I need?
He's right, Vicky. The leader who sent Bo and his men out is going to meet him at the plane.
Oh, wonderful, Asa. In view of what happened to Bo, that is hardly reassuring.
She's right, Clint. Bo wouldn't want you to take any unnecessary risks. Neither do I.
Dee Dee, you've got the word of a confirmed coward. I'll keep my head down at all times.
Not just your head, your whole body. I want you back in one piece.
I couldn't agree with you more. Fine.
Ace, I think we better be going. They need some time to themselves.
Pam's right, and I want to get home and stay by the phone to get some more details about the search for you.
I'll be in touch with you before I get on the plane. Oh, I want to stop by the house before I leave and say goodbye to Kevin and Joy.
Asa, isn't there something you want to say?
Oh, my wife doesn't think I'm demonstrative. I kind of keep my feelings to myself.
Mm-hmm.
I just want you to know, Clint.
Yes, Paul?
Well, the thing is, what I want to say to you.
Go on, just say it.
My son,
I know, Paul. Me too.
Right.
There, that wasn't that hard. Come on, let's get going. Let's
Okay.
go.
Go.
Now listen to me, the two of you. You got my solemn word. I'm coming back. And I'm coming back with good news of Bo.
That was the airport. The plane will be taking off as soon as Clint gets there.
Boy, that would be Mr. Mays. Mr. Mays, please, come on in.
Thank you, Counselor.
Oh, I want you to meet my niece, Connie O'Neill.
Hi, Mr. Mays.
How do you do?
Good, thanks.
Well, I don't think you'll be disappointed at my report.
Did you check out the inn?
Top to bottom.
And what'd you find?
Nothing.
Nothing?
It was remarkable, but we couldn't find a single major code violation.
Are you out of your mind? That building is over 100 years old and you couldn't find one violation?
Yeah, I'm just as surprised as you are. But those people over at the Lawrence Mission are doing a fine job with the place.
Oh, they're doing a fine job, are they?
Pete, just cool it.
I don't understand. Most people are overjoyed when I tell them there are no violations. You seem disappointed.
Oh, you better believe I'm disappointed. Let me tell you something. Your boss down at City Hall, he's not going to be pleased when he finds he's got an incompetent inspecting his buildings.
I'm merely reporting what I and my assistant saw. I wouldn't ruin my reputation by doing otherwise.
You were sent up there to do a job. Obviously, you weren't up to it.
I did the best I could do with the means available to me.
Yeah, and it wasn't good enough.
I'm not one of those fancy appraisers with $400 suits or the computerized equipment. I'm merely a hard-working, underpaid civil service worker trying to make do.
I think I understand, Mr. Mays.
Well, I'm glad somebody does.
Listen, Pete, why don't you go upstairs and cool off, and I'll show Mr. Mays to the door.
Fine. You do that.
You'll have to excuse my uncle. It's been a really hard day today.
Things are tough all over, Miss O'Neill.
Yeah, I got that impression.
You don't have to see me to the door. I just want to get out of here before he comes back down.
Well, actually, I don't want you to rush off just yet, Mr. Mays.
But you heard what your uncle said.
Yeah, but I heard what you said, too, and I think you and I are speaking the same language. So, are you interested, Mr. Mays?
Okie dokie. Oh, here you go. Hey, you'll be able to rest well tonight. Listen, Joy, thank you. If there's anything that I can do for you, just let me know.
You have already done it just by moving here.
Oh.
You don't know how much that means to me, Kathy.
Oh, you don't know how much it means to me either.
Oh, that's what we like to see. A show of mutual love and fellowship.
It wasn't a show, Allison.
Kathy and I have been friends for a long time and will always be friends.
Well, then you are truly blessed, aren't you? Huh, then you drank your tea. Good. Mitch will be very pleased with that. Now, he wants you to hurry up so that I think... What's that?
Well, it's just my cologne.
Oh, Cassie, don't you know that Mitch frowns on such frivolous adornments? Don't! Please! Such a mild fragrance. I would have thought that you would wear something more brassy.
Kathy, I think... Allison, give it back to her.
Joy, you know the rules. Mitch does not allow us to anoint ourselves with such worldly things.
I want it back, please. It's mine.
Selfishness has no place here, Cassie. I think you need to be taught a lesson. Come on, Joy. Let's clean up all of these cosmetics.
Joy, don't do it. She can't make you.
Joy, you know the rules. You wouldn't want me to have to report to Mitch now, would you? What would he think of his chosen one then?
I'm sorry, Cassie. Rules are rules.
You could learn a lot from Joy, Cassie. Humility, dedication, obedience.
Don't worry, I'm learning plenty.
Joy, let's take the stuff down to my room for safekeeping. We wouldn't want anyone to be tempted now, would we?
You know, I'm going to tell Mitch about this.
Be my guest. I know what he'll say. And don't keep him waiting, Cassie. He's anxious to give you a proper welcome.
Now, don't make me ask again. Pick up that phone and dial your boy.
All right, I'll do it. Please, just don't kill me.
I'd hate to have to.
I hope he's there. Now, as I told you, I'm not sure about the number. He may have moved on.
Don't you worry about a thing. You just do the dialing. I'll do the talking. Wait a minute. That ain't long distance.
Help! Police! Help!
Know what the hell you trying to pull? You just had to get brilliant, didn't you? Now I know where Cord gets it from, huh? Speaking of Cord, this thing's gonna come in real handy. All right. You had to make one phone call, and then you had to get cute, huh? That's gonna cost you, Miss Roberts. That's gonna cost you dearly.
Is it really true, Mitch? Are they going to close us down?
Mustn't fret, Allison. You'll only upset Joy for no reason.
Allison says if they find a violation, they can take everything away from us.
The Lord is my foundation. He violates no code.
But Joy is right. If they find any violation at all, we'll be out on the street.
Sisters, fear not. I have assuaged the angry wrath of Mr. Mays. Our home has never been more secure and never lovelier. Excuse me. Welcome, Sister Cassie. You are now truly part of my happy family.
Mr. Mays, may I call you, Marvin?
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling that you and I are on the same wavelength.
So you said, Miss O'Neill, but I've had a long day and I'd like to get home.
To your modest home? You know, it really is a shame. Yeah, how did you describe yourself? A hard-working, underpaid civil servant trying to do the best you can at the little that you have.
What are you getting at?
Don't you think you could find one small violation at the building over at the Waterside Inn?
I already told you and your uncle Mitch Lawrence and his people have fixed the place up.
There are lots of ways of fixing things, though, aren't there, Marvin? Like maybe changing the records of a chief inspector.
There are laws against that.
And being the businessman that you are, I know you would never break the law. Unless, of course, someone made it worth your while.
Miss O'Neill, a person might get the idea that you're trying to bribe me.
See, I knew we spoke the same language. Look, I want that mission closed, and I don't care what it costs. My little sister's life depends on this.
All you had to do was make one simple phone call, but no, you had to get cute. That's gonna cost you, Miss Roberts. Yes, ma'am, that's gonna cost you dearly.
Ellen, would you go home? Now, you put in a longer day than anybody. I have to take care of a few things.
Looks like we're both putting in some late hours tonight. Kind of makes you wonder what Tina's up to, don't it?
Well, right now, I'm wondering what you're still doing here.
Well, I got no place better to be. Besides, I told Asa that I would take care of looking at some of these photos for that Sunday feature. How about you, Richard? I mean, I know you got someplace better to be.
You heard about Clint's brother, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, he's missing over in Vietnam. What was his name, Bo? Man, that's a real shame.
Yeah, it is. Anyway, I'm taking over Clint's duties as editor-in-chief until he comes back.
Yeah, I tell you, that family is really something else. I mean, if one of them gets into trouble, the whole clan comes running to the rescue. Must feel really special to be part of that.
Well, whether you're born into the family or you marry into them, the Buchanans have a way of making you feel you belong.
Well, they make you feel that way, do they?
Well, Vicky is my cousin, so I had a head start. But yeah, I guess they have. You know, Cord, there's something else about the Buchanans. Something just as special as their sense of family.
Well, I guess you're going to be a real expert in that, huh? You and Tina.
The Buchanans don't live in the past, Cord. They look to the future, and they try to make the most of it.
Well, I guess you're going to fit right in then, huh? Because you always make the most of every circumstance that you come across, right?
Cord, don't let the past keep eating at you and ruining your chance for the future. Not to mention Tina's.
I thought we agreed that as long as we were working here together, there was one subject that was off limits.
Oh, come on, Cord. Tina's more than a subject of conversation. She's going to be my wife.
And you will not let me forget that, will you?
Not if you keep after her. Look, Cord, Tina's too kind to tell you to leave her alone, so I have to protect her the best way that I can.
Oh, protect her? From who? From me? Listen, pal, I have never hurt her.
Not yet.
Not ever. Look, I don't even have to justify myself to you.
Look, Cord, I'm trying to tell you for your own good.
Save it, Richard, all right? Maybe Tina will let you run her life, but you're not going to run mine. Now, I will do what I want, and I will feel the way I want. I don't give a damn what you want.
I don't blame you for loving her, Cord, but at least I'll let you know where I stand. Maybe it's time I let Mitch Lawrence know the same thing.
Miss O'Neill, do you know what you are suggesting?
Yes, I'm bribing a city official. This can't be the first time this has happened to you, though, right?
Yes and no. I'm often offered money to overlook a violation, but no one has ever offered me money to create one and close the place down.
Yes, but by closing down the inn, you're only thinking of the public's best interest.
Mitch Lawrence wouldn't agree with that assessment.
Mitch Lawrence would gladly like to destroy my little sister. Not to mention all the so-called disciples. Is that what you want?
No, of course not.
Well, then isn't it your right, your duty, to help those who cannot help themselves?
Miss O'Neill, I'd like nothing better, but the risk is so great.
The risk, I understand. With every great risk, there are great rewards. Would $1,000 be enough for one?
Miss O'Neill, a man's reputation is all he has in public life. It can't be bought or sold.
5,000?
Besides, to carry on a proper investigation, one that would hold up in court, I need a better team, a bigger team, more sophisticated equipment.
10,000, take it or leave it.
You must really love your sister.
Is that a yes?
In order to move on this quickly, I'll need cash in hand.
Cash in hand? Well, I don't have that kind of money on me right now.
Oh, that's too bad. Perhaps there's some other way to help
Wait a minute. Hold it. Can you just keep that file in your reports for one more day?
I'm sorry. We have our procedures.
All right. Well, then I'll give it to you tonight. You can drop by later on and just hold on to that file one more day for me.
I suppose a few hours won't make any difference.
Great.
Miss O'Neill, I'll give you an hour.
An hour?
It's your sister, not mine.
All right. I'll have the money for you in an hour.
Very well. Till then, Miss O'Neill.
So genius, you've got 60 minutes to come up with $10,000. Where am I going to get that kind of money? I'll get it. Hello?
So, this is how you keep a hot date, huh?
Oh, Brad, I forgot.
Yeah, no kidding. The first race started over an hour ago, and the champagne I ordered is already flat.
I'm sorry. We had some trouble here at the house I had to take care of.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, too. If you don't get here soon, you're not going to see your horse in action.
My horse? Oh, right. Lucky Opal.
She's running under your name, and if she wins, you win. Big. Of course, if it's not important to you.
Oh, no. It could be crucial.
You could?
You just open up another bottle of champagne, honey, and I will be right there.
It's a sign, Cassie. Yes, that's what it is. Your joining our mission just fulfills the prophecy.
Which prophecy?
The one that came to me in my dark and lonely prison cell. I know the Lord won't fail my mission. And with devoted, lovely disciples like you, I know we will work miracles.
Mitch, what about Allison and Joy and all the others? They're here to serve you, too.
Oh, you're so right. Listen, everybody, I want to speak on behalf of the Lord and tell you how grateful we are. What's going on here?
What's wrong?
I gave you a crown of flowers. Did you discard that symbol of God's love?
No, I would have never done that.
Then what happened to the flowers?
Allison said it was vain for me to be wearing them. She threw them away.
Did she really?
I can explain, Mitch.
Excuse me, sister. Can you share a moment with me? You'll excuse us, won't you, Cassie? Joy?
Of course.
Come along, sister.
Okay, Mitch, I have a very good reason
Shut up. You deliberately contradicted my orders, didn't you? Didn't you?
I'm sorry. It's just that I know what that crown of flowers means.
It means that I had selected Joy for a special honor. How dare you go against my wishes and the Lord's?
Look, I know that you feel you need to take your brides upstairs in order to strengthen their faith. I understand that in my soul. But in my heart, I am still jealous because I love you very much.
That's not love in your heart, Allison. It's the devil. And you must learn to fight him.
I try. But every time I think of you and those other girls, I just go...
Allison, do you think I enjoy taking those little lambs up to my room? Do you think I derive pleasure from it?
Don't you?
No. The Lord commands me to initiate those lovely creatures into his mysteries. It means nothing to me in a physical sense.
Really, Mitch? It doesn't?
Have I ever lied to you?
No, never. Oh, I'm so sorry. I will resist letting that devil enter me from now on.
That's the spirit.
And I just wish that you could resist letting Cassie join our mission. I think it's a big mistake, Mitch. I just know it is.
Allison, what are you trying to tell me? Has Cassie done something I should know about?
Look, he has such a wonderful way with people. He even manages to bring out the best in Allison.
She told me to stay away from Mitch. Is she on to me? She took the cologne bottle away from me. Does she know that it's filled with the drugged iced tea?
Well, you could have saved us all a lot of time by making that call to court. Well, if you want something done right, you have to do it yourself. It's a shame you're not going to be here to see this, Miss Roberts. It's going to be fun. Yes, ma'am, it sure. Hello. Yes, I'd like to talk to one of your hotshot photographers. One Cord Roberts by name. Oh, he's in the dark room. Well, if you can't disturb him now, maybe you could get him a message, huh? Yeah, tell him to call home. His ma is just dying to talk to him. Yeah, she's just dying. Won't old Cord be surprised. First his daddy, and then his mama.
Yes, Mr. Ambassador, Clint's plane's already in the air. Yes, he has clearance all the way to Vietnam. Yeah, we wish him good fortune, too. Oh, Mr. Ambassador, thank all the people at the State Department, please.
So it's true, then?
Tina, what the hell? What I mean is, what are you doing here?
Richard told me about Bo, Asa. I'm sorry. Is there anything I can do?
You've done enough. I mean by stopping by and paying your respects.
I know what you're thinking.
Do you?
Yeah, you're thinking it's going to take an awful lot for me to make the Buchanan family accept me, especially Clint and Vicky. But Pam says you already have accepted me, Asa, have you?
Tina.
No, I really don't understand why. I really don't get it at all. But then if you've accepted me, well, then eventually the whole Buchanan family will, won't they?
Well, it's not very hard to understand.
It isn't?
No, you're showing mature judgment, common sense by marrying the right man.
I happen to love Richard.
That's a big help, of course, but just for the sake of arguing, if you happen to be engaged to a fellow who was not right, you and I just might have stayed enemies for the rest of our lives.
Well, why is that?
Why? Richard has character and patience, and he can straighten you out, help you with the respect that you're so hungry to get.
Well, have I won your respect now, Asa?
Well, hell, yeah, yes, you can say that.
Well, I can't tell you how much that means to me. Well, I want you to know I will be on call for Vicky 24 hours a day while Clint's away.
I just know she'll be thrilled with that.
Yes, and I hope you'll call me as soon as you find out some sort of Information on my two brothers-in-law.
Yes, you just bet I will.
You know, this is great, Asa. I always knew it could be like this. Family helping family. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Tina.
So, did you get rid of that incompetent building inspector?
You don't see him, do you?
No. And, you going out?
Yeah, I have to go over to the racetrack.
Racetrack? You serious?
Yeah. Look, I'm already late, and Lucky Olt's going to run her race, and I really want to see it.
So what?
So I own the horse, right? I mean, Brad gave me the ownership of the horse. The least I can do is watch her come across the finish line.
Wait a minute. Are you forgetting we just found out tonight that Bo was missing?
I know that.
And to top that all off, we struck out with Mr. Mays, so your sister's still at the Waterside Inn.
I don't have to be reminded of that.
Well, somebody should remind you this family's falling to pieces, and you're going off to play the ponies?
I have to. Look, I have to do something to keep myself from getting totally depressed. I mean, life goes on, and I have to keep my spirits up.
What about Dee Dee's spirits? What about my spirits, huh? I'm beginning to think that Cassie feels more about your sister than you do.
Now what?
I'm going to call Cassie. See if she's at home, see if she's talked to Joy. Damn.
Well?
Got her answering machine.
Like I said, life goes on. I'll see you later.
Don't toss the first stone and then start running, sister. You said I was making a mistake by allowing Cassie to join the mission. Why?
It's obvious, isn't it? She doesn't have a true vocation. The only reason that... Look, her motives for joining the mission have nothing to do with faith.
Well, that's a rather harsh judgment, isn't it, Allison?
Look at the way she changed her mind. She was ready to drag Joy O'Neill out of here, and then...
And then she saw the light.
She saw you.
How's that?
She's just like all of the other girls, Mitch. I don't think any of them have the true faith. They just joined the mission to be close to you.
Allison, you said you were going to work on this jealousy problem.
I am not jealous. If I were, I would be asking a lot more questions.
What sort of question?
Oh, maybe about the way that you so easily convert some of these girls, or the way that they all start acting the same, not like they're enraptured, more like they're drugged.
Allison, you are edging toward paranoia. Weren't the police here looking for drugs? Did they find any?
I know.
I believe that you should go out to your room, get down on your knees, and think about yesterday's sermon. A trusting soul is a holy soul.
I want to trust. I want to believe. You know that, don't you, Mitch? It's just that if this is all a lie...
No. Faith we share is not a lie. And if it leaves your troubled brow, I won't take Joy to my bed tonight. I promise.
Oh, no, it is such a big honor to think that he has chosen me out of all the other disciples to be his bride tonight.
Joy, there is no way that I would let you go there. Don't you realize that he's going to take advantage of you?
Oh, no. What's wrong? It's Richard Abbott, and I don't want him to see me.
Why? You have nothing to be ashamed of. You should be proud to be a part of the
I am. It's just that if he tells my father, there is no need for Mitch to have the DA on his back. I see what you mean.
Brother Lawrence, got a minute?
Well, I know you. You're the gentleman who threatened me at the Vernon Inn when I first came back to town.
Well, that was mild compared to what I have to say now. We're going to have a heart-to-heart talk, brother, about Tina.
Man. Clint Buchanan's office. Yeah, hi, Agnes. How you doing? Message from home, huh? Yeah. Well, thanks a lot. I'll call her right away.
It's quite a collection you got here, Ms. Roberts. Yeah, I sure do love turquoise. Well, seeing as how you won't be needing this anymore. Howdy, Roberts Ranch. Can I help you?
Yeah, who is this?
Oh, they call me Big Jake. Is that you, Cordero?
Yeah, but who are you?
Oh, listen, I'm so glad you called, man. Hey, your mama hired me to do some work around the house. That's how come I found her.
Found her? What are you talking about? What's going on there?
Well, look, there's been a little accident, son.
What kind of accident? Is Mama, is she all right?
Well, now, look, don't go get...
Will you just tell me, how is she? Is she going to be all right?
Well, I don't rightly know. See, she's upstairs resting. The doctor, he just left.
Oh, man. Well, why don't you put her on? Let me talk to her.
Well, now, I can't do that. See, he asked her to... He said she's got to get a lot of peace and quiet. So, but he did ask me to call you and say, can you come on home?
Okay, look. When the doctor says it's okay, I want you to go in there and tell her I'm going to be on the first plane back home, all right? Do that, okay? Thanks a lot. Bye.
That's a good boy. You come on home.
Are you always so fearsome, Mr. Abbott?
Only when I see the fear that you cause in people that I care about.
Oh, those people would include Tina, I take it.
I told you once, if you so much as look at her the wrong way.
Yes, I remember. How did you so quaintly say it? You would put me away.
Well, that was no idle threat. It's taken Tina months to get over the damage that you've done to her.
Well, what Tina suffered, she brought upon herself. I hope she told you how willingly she confided.
Well, I don't give a damn about your version of the story. Now, if 12 jurors thought you belonged in prison, that's good enough for me.
Well, there were once 12 apostles, too, you know. Do you know what their message was? Forgive and begin again.
Oh, you expect Tina to forgive you?
Oh, I ask nothing of Tina. I just want you to know that I harbor no vengeance in my heart where she's concerned.
Well, she seems to think otherwise.
Well, if you know Tina as well as I'm sure you must, you know that she has quite a vivid imagination. It can be very charming, but it can also be her undoing. Yes?
She's not wrong about you.
Oh, my. Richard, may I call you Richard? I'm told that you're a very fair man. All I ask is that you judge me by what I do and not by what others say I've done.
Mitch, we know what you've done.
Oh, my crimes, public record. Well, you were at the Vernon Inn when I got down on my knees before Joy O'Neill and acknowledged them all.
Yeah, I caught your act.
That was an act, you're right. A performance, if you like. But then, there's a bit of the performer in many preachers. Our Savior had a flair for the dramatic at the wedding at Cana. But an act is not a lie, Richard. I want you to know the total truth. That I'm a new man, and I hold nothing against Tina.
You sound very convincing, Mr. Lawrence.
Well, as I say, judge me by my deeds, not by my words.
You can count on it.
I'm glad we had this little talk, Richard. Peace be with you. Joy.
Yes, Mitch?
Where's Cassie? She was here a moment ago.
Oh, she was afraid to see Richard.
Oh?
Yes, she thought you might tell her father and the DA's office might give you a hard time.
No, wasn't that thoughtful of her. But then I have two such devoted and loyal followers. If only everyone shared your faith. One lady in particular. I think I'll go pay her a visitation right now.
Oh, here, take her some unsold flowers. Might help to cheer the poor lady up.
And a child shall lead them. Bless you, Joy. Excuse me.
Tina, we need to talk.
Cord, we don't have anything to talk about.
This is important, Tina. Now, I need to say something to you, and I'm sure that you would like for it to be in private.
There isn't any privacy here, and we can't go up to my room because people might talk.
Well, look, you're not leaving me much choice here. We're going to have to discuss this right here in the lobby, then.
Cord, we don't have anything to discuss here or anywhere
Tina,
else.
if you want people to talk, I will give them something to talk about right here and now. Now, I need to talk to you, and I don't care who knows about it.
Well, I do. Oh, all right, we'll talk, but make it brief, okay?
Yeah. It will be. Tina, I need to leave town for a while.
Leave?
Yeah. My mom's had some kind of an accident, and I need to get back home.
Cord, I'm sorry. Is she all right?
I don't know. There aren't many details available. That's why I need to leave as soon as I can.
Tonight?
Well, unfortunately, the earliest possible flight to El Paso is tomorrow morning. Tina, I just wanted you to know what happened, in case you look around and you notice that I'm not here for a while.
Oh, believe me, Cord. I'd notice.
Now, how would old Al put it to his boy, What the hell you mean going off to Pennsylvania leaving your ma all alone, boy? I'm gonna rise up out of the grave and kick you to hell and back. Yeah, I do you pretty well, don't I, Al? Your dad's fit me well, too. Yeah, I could get used to this place of yours. It's too bad about your lady. She and I could have got to be real. I said drop it. I said drop it, lady. I wasn't too smart, was it, Senorita? I'm gonna fix you up so you can't play no more games with nobody ever again.
There she is. Come on. Come on, Lucky Opal.
Come on, baby, let's go.
You have to win. You have to win.
Come on.
There you go. Back of my heart, Lucky Opal. Back of my heart, and Lucky Opal. Hit Lucky Opal.
Great. Congratulations, Mr. Vernon. Your horse ran a wonderful race.
Well, she wouldn't have been in the race unless she ran under your name, which entitles you to the winnings, and that should be about $12,000.
$12,000? Oh, I couldn't take that from you. But it does make it a little easier for me to ask you a small favor.
I know that seductive smile. What do you want?
Could I have $10,000 as a loan?
For what?
Well, you can't really ask me any questions about this, honey. You're just going to have to trust me, okay?
Yeah, when you put it that way, what choice do I have?
You're the greatest.
Yeah, flattery will get you another $2,000.
No time for that. We got to go. Come on. So, you don't call me?
Well, it's not that, Wanda.
Well, listen, you could have had Pamela or Vicky call me. I heard about it over the radio.
But, honey, it happened so fast. I mean, we got that in for the telegram about Bo, and then Clint had to get clearance to Vietnam.
Asa, I am not upset that you didn't call me to tell me. I'm upset because I wasn't here to help.
Well, I just wish there was some way you could help, Wanda.
Well, I got a big shoulder for you to lean on.
I know that. I've leaned on it plenty of times.
Well, let's stick together, huh? You, me, the whole darn family.
That's it. Keep this family in one piece without outsiders trying to force their way in.
Well, I hope your mother's all right, and I hope you have a safe flight.
Whoa, I'm not finished yet, girl.
Look, I have to go, of course.
Tina, wait. Let me tell you something. I'm going to check up on my ma and make sure she's all right, but then I'm coming back. For you.
No, Cord, please. You should stay in El Paso.
Tina, if I stayed in El Paso, that would be like giving up on you and us. And I don't intend to do that, not now and not ever.
But what is the point? There's nothing for you here in Manview.
Well, I guess I'll look at that a little bit differently than you do. Especially when I'm looking at you.
Well, don't look at me then. It's not like that, Cord. Cord, you could be a photographer at all sorts of newspapers in Texas. You could have a wonderful future ahead of you.
Oh, I'm planning on having a wonderful future, Tina. And you're going to have one, too. Because your future and my future are one and the same thing.
I really have to go.
Tina, wait. Now, you can fight this all you want to. You can marry Richard. You can marry anyone else for that matter. It doesn't make any difference. Because the future is ours. Yours and mine.
Cord, we don't have a future together. In fact, we have nothing together. We never have, and we never will.
Tina.
No, I wish I'd never gone to El Paso. I wish I'd never even met you, okay? And I hope that I really don't have to see you again, all right? Please just leave.
All right, Tina, I'm going. But I'll be back. May I use your burden, sisters?
saddens me to see you in pain, Teen.
I don't want your sympathy.
Well, maybe these will comfort you.
Great. What is it? You went by a cemetery and robbed a funeral?
Well, at least I'm glad to see you haven't lost your sense of humor. Please take them. With my blessing. Tina, that's really not much of a way for the future Mrs. Richard Abbott to behave. People are starting to stare.
Great. I'll give them something to really stare at. If you get anywhere near me, I'm going to scream.
Oh, that won't be necessary, Tina. I just want to wish you and your fiancé a long and happy life together.
That's nice. I hope you have a very short and miserable one.
I've met him, I think you've picked the perfect mate. He should provide a calming, even dulling influence on you.
I could care less what your opinion is on Richard or anything else. Now get out of my way. Mitch, would you please forgive me?
Well, it is in my nature to be forgiving, Teen.
Does that mean that you take me back?
Well...
Oh, no, listen to me, please. See, Richard is not the man for me. And Cord isn't the right man for me. I was so silly to think that anybody could ever take your place in my heart and in my bed. Oh, Mitch. Mitch, it's you that I love.
Even though you know Cord is Clint Buchanan's son?
Oh, I don't care about any of that. Because you are the wealthiest, most powerful man in Landview. And you certainly are the sexiest.
Tina, one thing you must understand. Now, of course, I will take you back. But you blew it, sweetheart. You're not going to be able to have me all to yourself. You're going to have to share me with the others now.
I don't care. I just don't care. See, I want you, Mitch. Any way I can have it.
Okay, now most of our regulars know which room to take for the night, but there are a few new ones that need assistance. This one. Kathy?
Oh, and we just check the names off, and we direct them to their rooms, right?
Oh, no, Allison does the directing. She also does all the seating at the morning prayer breakfast.
Oh. Mitch gives her a lot of responsibility, doesn't he?
Well, she was his first convert, and when he can't be there, she takes his place. But nobody can really take the place of Mitch.
You say that again.
No one can really take the place of Mitch.
Are you all right?
We better get this done. Allison hates to wait for these lists.
Yeah, I think she's already angry at me anyway.
Oh, do you mean about the cologne she found in your room? Don't worry about that.
But I do. I mean, I don't want her to be angry at me, and she already told me not to go anywhere near Mitch. She says that he belongs to her.
Really? She said the same thing to me. And I told her she was wrong. Mitch doesn't belong to any of us.
You did? Good for you.
Yeah. We belong to him, body and soul.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Well, see, everybody at the mission understands, but then again, Allison isn't like all the other girls at the mission.
No, she isn't.
Lights out promptly at 11, no music, no talking. Wake up at 6 a.m., then calisthenics, then prayer breakfast. If you're late, you don't eat.
Allison is different. She's all business. As if she's not being drugged like everyone else. But why?
10 grand as promised, Mr. Mays.
Miss O'Neill, I'm impressed. You're a woman of your word.
Thank you. I hope you're a man of your word. Did you keep your promise?
I haven't turned in my report on the Waterside Inn.
Good. This should be enough for some significant revisions. At least close the inn down.
You're back. What the hell is he doing here?
Hello, counselor. I just...
Mr. Mays was just here. Well, he had a...
You what?
What'd you do, come back to give us 12 more reasons why you can't close the waterside in? Or wait a minute, I got it, a miracle happened, right? You came to your senses?
As a matter of fact, I came back to pick up my notebook.
That's right, his notebook. He forgot his notebook, and I told him it could be anywhere around here. Perhaps you could help us find it, Pete.
What, are you out of your mind? If I found the damn thing, I'd burn it. Go on upstairs. You guys can look for that notebook to your heart's content.
He doesn't like me very well, does he?
You just change your report, and he'll change his mind about you. Don't worry.
First things first.
Right. 10,000.
Have no fear, Miss O'Neill. Your consulting fee will be well taken care of.
Thank you, Wanda. I needed that. I felt like the whole world was against me.
Well, that's what I'm here for, to brighten your day.
It's nighttime, Wanda.
Oh, well, and then in that case, you're on your own.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you had company.
Next time you call first, boy. You see, I'm busy.
No, don't be silly. I'm going right now anyway. But you could introduce us. I'm Wanda Wolek of Wanda the Diner Wolek.
Nice to meet you, ma'am. Cord Roberts.
Oh, you're the young man that Clint and Vicky are so crazy about. Oh, well, they didn't do you justice.
Well, thank you, ma'am. Maybe I better be going.
No. You stay. I will go and you stay.
Wanda.
And you will listen. Obviously, the young man has a bit of a problem. And you drop by the diner anytime you like.
Well, thank you kindly, ma'am. I will.
And you don't bark at him, because if you do, you have to answer to me.
Bye-bye. Nice meeting you.
I didn't mean to bark at you, Cord. I just didn't have one of my great nights.
Yeah, I know. I heard about Clint having to take off to go find his brother. I'm real sorry about that, sir. And as a matter of fact, I think I need to be taken off myself for El Paso.
What do you mean? You're going down there for good? I mean, I think it's a good idea, son.
I don't know how long I'm going to have to stay. I guess there's been some kind of an accident with my ma. I need to check it up.
Accident? Cord, that's a shame. Is she...
Well, I don't know how she is. That's why I need to go. And I would appreciate it if you could talk to Vicky and everybody else at the banner and just tell them I needed to leave right away.
Oh, don't you worry about that. I mean, you stay down as long as you need. Your mama comes first.
Well, thank you, sir. Now, I could be a while.
Yes, that could be a definite possibility.
If you need to find another photographer to replace me, well, I'll understand.
Well, I'll just talk to Vicky or Richard, but, hey, you get down to Texas where you belong.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, one thing. You need anything from up here, you holler, here?
Well, great. Thanks again.
Okay.
Thanks.
I'm sorry about your mom, boy, but maybe Wanda talking about that daylight. Maybe it's finally peeking in.
Some people think they're so much better than other people. Well, it ain't things that make you better. Fancy things and clothes. It's character. That's what matters in life. Now, that judge, he said I was antisocial. Can you believe that? Now, I have never been against a good time in my life. Why, if I find a nice... Oh, you're at it again, are you? Oh. Now, look. Bad enough old Cord is going to come home to find his house ruined. You want him to find his ma ruined, too? Huh? Do you?
I haven't told you how pleased I am with your actions this evening, have I?
My actions?
Mm-hmm. Joy told me how and why you hid yourself from the cynical gaze of Richard Abbott.
Oh. Well, I didn't want to cause any trouble for you.
Wise as well as beautiful. Yes, I feel these early days of your apprenticeship, you should keep your presence here discreet. To discourage your family from trying to force you to return.
But this is my family. And this is my home.
Yes, you are one of us now, Cassie.
There is one more precaution that I would like to take. I'd like to check my answering machine from time to time to see if I got any messages from my former family and former friends, so that I can allay any fears that they might have about where I am.
Your wisdom knows no bounds. You have my permission and my blessing.
Thank you, Mitch.
Cassie, just one thing. Remember, those messages on your machine mean nothing. There is only one message and one messenger. You must heed the messenger.
Yes, I will. Heed the messenger.
Good girl. Now, go on. Say your prayers.
I'm going to say a special prayer for you, Mitch.
That's my girl.
Brother Lawrence.
Mr. Mays. And how did you fare this evening?
Better than expected. You were right, brother. There was one of the O'Neills willing to part company with some money.
How much money?
10 big ones.
Ooh, $10,000. It'll make quite a nice contribution to our building fund. We did say 60-40, didn't we?
I never tied for more than 50%, brother.
Oh, well, if the Lord is not greedy, 50 it is.
Tina, good morning.
Hi, Vicki. It's good to see you. Come on in. I can't wait to talk some more about the wedding. Have you heard from Clint?
No, and I don't expect I will for a while.
Okay, well, where should we begin? You see, we already talked about the flowers, so I think what we need to do next is talk about the catering.
Tina, I've come to ask you to postpone the wedding.
Postpone it? Why?
Tina, that must be obvious. The family is in the middle of a crisis. Bo is missing in Vietnam. Clint has flown off to try and find him. I don't even know how long he's going to be gone.
Well, yeah, I know that.
On top of that, Dee Dee is desperately worried about Bo. It's just not the right time for an occasion that is as happy as your marriage to Richard.
Vicki, you have no idea what this does to me. I mean, not that I don't understand what you're talking about. I do.
Well, good. And I just hope that it won't be more than a few weeks. So it's possible it might be longer, but we can hope that it won't be.
But that's too long already.
Why?
Excuse me. Hello?
Good morning, sweetheart.
Richard, good morning. Vicki is here, and she...
Listen, I can't talk right now, but I want you to turn on WVLE. Yeah, I just caught a promo. You won't believe who you're about to see on the air.
Maria. I'd offer you some, but you know, it's hard to drink with a gag on. Hey, will you just relax? You've been squirming all night. That plane arrives on time. That pretty boy son of yours ought to be coming through those doors any moment now. Yeah, if I were you, I'd just close your eyes. That way you don't have to see me kill your boy. Showtime, Maria. What the hell is this? Come on. Welcome home, Cordero.
All right, everybody, gather around the TV. It's time. Come on. Now remember, be quiet.
And I would like to remind our viewers that the Mitch Lawrence Mission for the Homeless has paid for this time, and therefore Mr. Lawrence's views do not represent the views or the opinions of the management of WVLE. And now, Mitch Lawrence.
Good morning to all you fine folks on the eastern seaboard.
Oh, doesn't he
I am Mitch, the messenger of
And
God,
Reverend, too, of course.
converted to his gospel from a dismal, dank prison cell and sent back to Landview, Pennsylvania to make up for my prior sins by clothing the unclothed, feeding the hungry, housing the homeless. And I have already reached some 200 needy people. Can you imagine that in only a few short weeks?
tea, I'd better take the antidote.
Yet I am in despair. 200 is only the beginning. And there are so many unfortunate good people out there who need my help. I know exactly exactly what you're thinking because I used to be one of you. Did I give a damn about my brothers and sisters? Not at all. Did I realize there but for the grace of God?
Go I? Certainly not. Would I listen to a preacher on TV and respond
By sending $50 or $100 to the cause? Are you kidding? I needed that money,
Family
folks.
seeing this.
It wasn't
Doesn't
long
change
before
their
I
mind.
found
Would
that
you
earning
please be
money
quiet and
wasn't
listen
enough.
to Mitch?
Prison was the best thing that ever happened to me because it was behind bars where I was forced to face the truth about my own evil and learn that God's forgiveness can be granted to even the worst of us. That He can cleanse our souls and make us pure again.
Dee Dee wanted me to thank you for the breakfast invitation, but she wants to be alone.
Still depressed, huh?
Well, she's emotionally drained from the shock.
She hadn't heard from Bo in months. Didn't it occur to her?
Oh, I know it did, but seeing the telegram and then hearing that he's missing.
Yeah. I guess to think it is one thing, but to have it confirmed is another. So, are we still going?
I don't think I better. She might want to talk to me. Besides, maybe I'll hear some news about the Waterside Inn being closed down and Joy will come home.
Yeah, and what do you base that optimism?
Mitch Lawrence is on TV.
What?
I turned it on in the kitchen and almost knocked me over.
Rejection has accompanied my pronouncement of conversion to this worthy cause. In this
That's
town
what you
where so
think,
many were
jerk-face.
affected by my greed, my evil, I found it hard to publicize my cause. I mean,
There seems to be a conspiracy to keep my good deeds out of the media. The same media that made millions of dollars publicizing my sins. No, folks, I'm afraid goodness and charity is not profitable.
which is why I had to buy airtime today. Money
Queensway's
spent on
NWDL.
advertising rather than clothing and food and housing to try and reach those of you who may not be aware and are still pretending not to care about your brothers and sisters.
Liar! You
But
don't
I'm
care about my
hoping it's money
sister.
well
Where did he
spent
get the money
in
to
order
do
to
this?
garner more money for my mission.
And volunteers. Folks, if you feel your life is steeped in superficiality, if you wake up in the morning wondering how to fill your hours, please come join us at the Waterside Inn in Landview.
That's what you think, Buckley. You're about to lose your base.
Yeah, who says who?
And before I forget, a special thanks to the O'Neill family. It was their $5,000 contribution that made this broadcast possible. Now, I'm depending on you
O'Neill
people
family?
more than me
No, we must
for
have
this
heard him wrong.
$5,000 broadcast by your contributions. And don't say I'll do it later, because you know you won't. Do it now. Send a check for whatever you can afford. Only you and God know honestly what that amount should be. But I can promise you this. When you look in the mirror, you'll like what you see a whole lot better.
Oh,
The
I
Lord
can't
will
take this.
smile
I can't
as
stand
do
to watch
upon
this
each and
anymore.
every one of you.
Can you actually believe people are actually going to believe him? They're going to send him money. They're going to go see him. And how much is he going to get away with? How far is he going to take this?
Well, it's horrifying to think that he could take it just as far as he wants to.
Well, why can't he be stopped?
Tina, he is legitimately providing services and he's keeping his books straight.
Yeah, but pretty soon he's going to think he can get away with anything, and then he'll do something wrong.
Probably he will. In the meantime, I really wish that someone could prove that he's drugging those disciples.
Vicky, he doesn't have to use drugs.
Even on Joy?
Well, look how he got me hooked. He didn't use drugs on me, and Joy's even more naive than I was. It's amazing. Just seeing him on the screen, and I'm shaking.
Where on earth did Joy O'Neill get $5,000 from? Surely none of the other O'Neills would give him a penny.
Yeah. Look, why don't we just stop talking about Mitch the messenger, all right, and get back to my wedding. The wedding I will not postpone.
Oh, Tina, honey, I've already explained to you with all the pressures and the concerns right now, Landfair is no place for a wedding.
Well, fine then. Richard and I will get married in a church, and we'll have the reception in a restaurant.
But you don't want people showing up as if it were a wake.
Vicky, some people are going to do that anyways. Look, I'm sorry about Bo and Dee Dee, and I'm sorry about Clint, too, but I really don't see why my life has to be put on hold because of it.
What on earth is the big rush?
Because I want us to be happy. And because of Mitch. I mean, you saw him, and you've heard him before. He threatened to take vengeance against me. And believe me, if he finds a chance, he's going to do anything he can to stop this wedding.
What's he going to do?
I don't know. I don't know, but he'll think of something. That's why Richard and I have to get married as soon as possible.
You know, Tina, I sense there's something a lot different going on here. I don't think it's Mitch. What is it? Are you afraid that you're going to lose Richard?
Absolutely not.
Then what is the real reason that you are so frantic to get married?
Jocko, what the hell are you doing here?
I broke out of that stupid jail cord. I was all set to leave town, too. And then I figured, no, not before I come back here and pay you back for what you did to me.
You tried to rape a woman, and I stopped you, pal. Anything that's happened, you brought on yourself. Now you get the hell out of here while I tend to my mama. Because right now, I am ready to kill you.
Don't you dare turn your back on me!
I'm going to kill you. Boy, get the gun. The gun. Quick behind you.
Did Joy have $5,000 in the bank?
Not that I know of. Connie?
No way. The only money she has is her tuition for college.
Well, then why did she get $5,000 to make a donation in our family name?
Wait a minute, hold on. You're not the only O'Neill family here in Landview. Maybe Mitch got the money from another family. He just wants the audience to think it's coming from this one.
If that's the case, I'm going to demand the WVLE give us time to repudiate the whole thing. You know what? I bet I can sue him for implying that it was this family.
No, wait a minute. We're dealing with Mitch Lawrence here, not some nerd. Now, what if Joy did get $5,000 and gave it to him?
Doing what? Selling flowers on a street corner?
I don't know. Maybe she had a loan from a bank, or God forbid, a loan shark or an individual.
I'm going to call it the Waterside Inn. I'll put an end to this.
Pete, hold it. I know that Joy had nothing to do with this. At least I'm pretty sure.
What do you know about this?
Yeah, you have been awfully quiet here.
That's because I think that I was double-crossed by that building inspector Mays.
What are you talking about?
That's why you wanted the $10,000?
Yeah. Well, you see, he let me know in so many words that he would accept a bribe. Only I never figured that he'd go as high as $10,000.
And then he split it with Mitch?
Well, he must have, because the inn hasn't been closed yet, and he's talking about this $5,000 donation from the family.
The O'Neill family, this family, what was on your mind?
I know, Pete, I know.
You don't know nothing, or you wouldn't have done it.
Now there's nothing you can do.
Well, wait, why don't we nail the building inspector?
What, are you nuts? Then they'll arrest you for bribing a city official.
Who's going to deny it, anyway?
Yeah, I bet Mitch would just love to corroborate the whole story.
You know, you're lucky he didn't say Connie O'Neill donated the money. He's got you, and he knows it.
It's like she does everybody else 90% of the time, anyway.
Well, now what? I didn't want to make it worse, but I felt like this was our only chance.
You should have mentioned it to me when you asked for the $10,000.
Or your uncle.
You two would have just talked me out of it.
I don't know why I'm angry at you. I was the one that tried to beat him half to death in the Vernon Inn. It's Mitch Lawrence. He gets what he wants, every time.
Yeah, okay, Mitch still has his power base. Joy is still his mental captive. He's spreading the word across the WVLE airways, and we're at $10,000, and it's only 9:15. You got any other help you'd like to offer before noon, my dear?
No, I think I'm just going to go upstairs and hide out with Dee Dee. Oh, we don't have to tell Dee Dee about this, do we?
I think she's depressed enough today.
Yeah. I'm going to make a few discreet phone calls and see if there isn't a way to nail that building inspector without getting you arrested. I doubt if there is, but I'll give it a try.
How angry exactly are you at?
Oh, about $5,000 worth. The other $5,000 I'm writing off to your incredible naivete.
Well, look, buddy, if I weren't naive, we would never have gotten together in the first place. And then I wouldn't have taken you back.
Don't go on the offensive. You don't have a case.
Wasn't he wonderful?
Oh, it will bring so much money into our mission.
And publicity. Even the local papers will have to do a story on him, won't they?
Oh, well, I'm sure that Mitch and all of us will be on the national news soon. What's wrong, Cassie? You don't seem to be too enthused about all of this.
Sure I am. I guess I was just wondering where Joy got the money that she gave him.
It wasn't me. I don't think it was my family either. It must have been another O'Neill.
Well, look, I have to run an errand at the hospital.
What kind of errand?
Something Mitch asked me to do. It's confidential. Now, I'm sure he will be back in a few minutes, but I trust that things will stay calm here.
Yeah, sure. We can hold the Lord's fort without you, Allison.
Good.
All right, thanks again, Sheriff. Yeah, and why don't you try putting a double lock on the cell door this time, huh?
Mom, what are you doing cleaning up? Now, come on, I want you to lie down.
Oh, no, I'm okay. I'm just sore from being tied up, that's all.
come on, here, have a seat, all right? How's this cut on your mouth?
It's nothing.
Oh, look, hey, come on, forget that. I am just so thankful that he didn't hurt you more than he did. He was really capable of it, you know? I don't like this. I'm going to call the doc.
No, Court, I just want to forget about this as quickly as possible. Look at this place. He destroyed this entire room.
Yeah, well, better the room than you, honey bunch. Ma, look, it is becoming painfully obvious to me that I can't leave you here alone anymore.
Oh, Court, does that mean you're going to stay with me and not go back to Landview?
That's not exactly what I had in mind, Ma.
Oh.
Now, I want to go back. I need to go back to Landview, Ma. And I want you to come back and live with me. Ma, I was thinking about this on the plane on the whole way here, even before I found out about Jocko holding you hostage and trying to get back at me.
Court, please. I have no desire to live in Landview. None. I mean, that's just a ridiculous suggestion.
No, it's not, Ma. No, please, just listen to me for a second here, all right? Now, when I left, you were just so full of pain from everything, from Pa dying and all the memories around here. He even tried to pack up some of his pictures and his clothes and everything because you didn't want to be reminded.
Yes, but then I was just being slightly hysterical.
Yeah, I know you were, Ma. But still, why don't we just trust your first instincts on this one, huh? And just ditch the house and a whole town full of memories. Because, Ma, sooner or later, you're going to have to go out there and find a life of your own. A new life.
Court.
And you might as well do that with me back in Landview.
First of all, you're much too young to be strapped with your mother living with you.
Ma, if that is all that is stopping you, then we'll get separate places, all right? We'll find a nice little apartment for you or maybe a nice house.
And secondly, the only reason you want me to move is so that you don't feel guilty when you leave me here to run off looking for Tina Lord.
Tina, I'm sorry, but the more you carry on about Mitch, the less inclined I am to believe you. I mean, what is it? It's as if you're trying to avoid the real reason.
What other reason could there be?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. Come on, it makes me wonder if you think that Richard's maybe going to change his mind.
No, of course not. Richard loves me. He wants me to be his wife. I didn't talk him into this.
Fine. Then he'll wait another month to marry you.
Vicki, the past couple years, nothing has gone my way, and you'd begrudge me wanting to get married on time?
Hold on, Tina. I would be very, very careful on the subject of things going your way.
Look, Vicki, all I'm trying to say is that I want to become Mrs. Richard Abbott, and I want to do it as soon as I can. That is all. Look, I will be very, very happy to deal with family problems as Mrs. Richard Abbott.
Does Cord Roberts have anything to do with this urgency?
Cord? Where would you get it? I mean, how could you even think something like that?
Well, we know that he's attracted to you. We know that you went to El Paso to go to his father's funeral, and that you lied to Richard about it.
What? Now wait just a minute here.
Tina, don't play games with me. Richard told us one story, and Cord told us quite a different one.
What, am I the only person on earth who can't keep a secret around here? Does everybody have to find out, huh?
Why did you lie to Richard?
Because he made such an issue out of the whole thing. He said going I'd just be encouraging Cord and that I shouldn't be doing that, and he was right. He was absolutely right, and I got upset, and I made a mistake, so I fudged it a little bit.
Lied about it a little bit.
Look, I only intended to go there and pay my respects, but then I couldn't get back because of a storm, so I spent the night in the airport hotel.
I see. So you want to marry Richard just as soon as possible because you're afraid he's going to break your engagement when he finds out you lied.
Oh, and you'd really love that, wouldn't you? And you're going to tell him, too, right?
Now, Ma, why don't we just forget about Tina for a second here, okay?
No. She's the reason that you left, and she's the reason that you don't want to stay now.
It is more than just Tina. Ma, the truth is, I've just lost my heart for ranching. Come on. When we came back here and we brought Paul with us, and we buried him, I feel like we buried a part of me, too.
That wouldn't be true. That wouldn't be true if she didn't come back here to lure you to Landview.
Wrong, Ma. I've been thinking about these things long before Tina ever came back to El Paso. I guess the ranch has always been kind of like holding me back because I knew that someday Paul was going to want me to take over it. You know how much photography has always meant to me. It's always been the one thing that I've always had for myself. I guess I've just outgrown ranching. I realized that when I got back to the Banner, and I saw how much I fit in there and how much I belong there.
Even if that witch wasn't there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Mom. Now, you know I'm telling the truth here. Mom, I can't go out there and follow my dreams knowing that you're back here all on your lonesome. Just waiting to be some kind of an easy victim for any crazy man off the street. So please, Mom. Why don't we just sell the whole thing, the whole ranch and everything, and have the foreman ship our stuff up to us?
Oh, good, Fiddle.
Mom,
Please.
there is just nothing here for us anymore. Just nothing, Mom. Hey, you know what we could do? We could take some of the money that we get from selling the ranch, and we could buy that big, fancy Mexican restaurant you and Grandma were always talking about. You remember that? We show people out in Landview what Mexican food was really all about. I realize that all this stuff is a farthest thing from your mind right now. There's going to come a time, Mom, when we both stop grieving. And you're going to have to find something to do with the rest of your life. Because you've got so many years left, Mom.
Maybe.
No, you do. You do. And you're going to like it in Landview. There are a lot of terrific people out there. Like the Buchanans. I know that you're going to get to know them and like them every bit as much as I do. Well, the best thing of all is that we're going to be together. And I'm going to be there to take care of you. And you're going to be there to take care of me. Because, Ma, I just love you so much. You know that. So what do you say, huh? Why don't we just sell this whole shooting match and move on to Landview?
I've had my doubts about Richard marrying you, but I wouldn't do anything to deliberately break you up, no.
Then you're not going to tell him about my going to the funeral?
No, I'm not going to tell him. But you know, that is the kind of a lie, and a very stupid lie at that, that's easily found out, because Cord could very, very simply mention something to Richard. Unless, of course, you asked him to keep quiet about it.
Cord doesn't talk to Richard about me, and besides, I'm sure I've discouraged him enough. I don't even think he'll be back.
Okay, Tina, it's your life. But I do hope that you will consider delaying the wedding, at least until we can all enjoy it.
Well, I'll consider it, but I doubt it. But thank you for offering me land fair, Vicky.
I don't really know how you're going to find the time to help Vicky and Richard here at the Banner.
Buchanan Enterprises is run like a fine clock. They know the number here, and most of my decisions are made on the phone anyway.
I don't know why I even question it. I should probably consider myself lucky. At least you're not home moping and walking around and biting my head off every second.
When do I bite? You're right, I'm better off here. Take a look at this. It's a picture of Clint as a kid and Bo as a baby. This is what's going to keep my spirits up. That boy is going to find his little brother and take care of him just like always.
Oh, I wish I'd gotten to know Bo better before. You know, Bo and Dee Dee left for their honeymoon just before I came to Landview.
Why he ditched his honeymoon and his bride to go after some army buddy he hadn't seen in 15 years.
Because he is a very fine young man and because he is loyal to his friends.
You know, I didn't think Bo was going to amount to a damn when he was a teenager.
Really?
I was really hurt when Clint pulled up stakes and ran out on me. So I tried to make Bo, both my boys, two men and doing twice as much as he could. But I kept comparing him to Clint. And everything he did just was not good enough. Now, both are in some godforsaken jungle.
And both of them are going to come home. Oh, I said, just believe it, never happened on it.
You know something? Oh, shoot, I know the act of those guys. You know what's going to happen? Old Bo's going to come sailing in here and say, hey, where's my big brother, Clint?
I know.
Excuse me, Mr. Buchanan, but Mitch Lawrence is here to see you.
The hell he is, and you tell that murdering snake that I'm busy the rest of my life.
Well, I hope the good Lord was busy while you told that lie, Asa. Good morning, Pamela.
Hello, Mitch. How are you?
Couldn't be better. Did you catch me on WVLE today?
No, I'm afraid I didn't.
You're now on TV?
Huh? Spreading the gospel, Asa.
Yeah, according to the version of Mitch Lawrence.
Uh-oh. I really don't want to be in the middle of this. I think I'm going to get going.
Pam, take your friend with you.
Oh, but I came as your friend, Asa, with something you very much want to hear.
Uh-huh. Darling, I'm going to see you later, all right? Take care.
What is it, preacher?
Well, maybe I'm wrong and you don't want to know about your grandson, Cord, and Richard's fiancée, Tina.
You're here to make my day, Mitch. I'll be with you in a minute.
Oh, there's no rush there, Asa. My spiritual meditation will keep me company. You asked to see me, Asa? Please, sit down.
Here. $2 million.
What?
I can't take it anymore, Mitch. I'm not sleeping at night. I'm drinking all day long. I'm falling apart, waiting for you to make your move. I can't wait any longer. I'm making my move. Take your damn blackmail. Never tell Clint or Tina that Cord is my grandson.
I suggest you see a psychiatrist or your own minister for help, Asa. I'm not a blackmailer. I'm a man of God.
$3 million?
But I wouldn't be able to sleep nights knowing you thought of me as an extortionist now.
$4 million.
I'll pray for your paranoid soul.
$5 million. Take it, I beg you. Mitch, $6 million. 6.
Well, actually, $6 million would be a nice contribution to my cause. Go get it.
All right, what about Cord and Tina?
Fate's an amazing thing, don't you think? I mean, there I was, dropping into the Vernon Inn on a little business. I was meeting with this recently divorced stockbroker's wife.
Your favorite kind.
And while I was waiting in the lobby, I noticed Cord and Tina sitting across there, so wrapped up in each other they didn't even see me.
Ooh, lucky them.
Yeah. I got a flash for you, partner. Those two kids are in love. Now, we're not talking just a little chemistry here. I mean Love.
If you're here to tell me he's in love with her, I already know it. So if you're planning to charge me for the information...
Oh, but did you know that she's in love with him and not Richard Abbott? No, that's just the means to a respectable end. Oh, boy, I tell you, I started chuckling. I mean, I had to laugh. Here's Tina. She's making a grab for the big bucks here, right? She's marrying this guy that'll never make her happy. And right in front of her nose is this cowboy she's got the hots for. Except she doesn't even know that he's a billionaire's grandson.
Yeah, that could make a man just die laughing. Ha, ha, ha.
I tell you, I sure got a kick out of it. Well, it's too bad that Tina won't have anything to do with me anymore. I surely did want to save her soul.
Could you get to the point before you start spouting scripture?
I just thought you'd want to know that Tina might change her mind. I mean, she's not married yet, you know.
Yeah, well, the boy is down in Texas taking care of his mom. He will not be in these parts for a while.
Well, I wouldn't count on that. I saw the look in that cowboy's eye. Yeah, he's not through trying for Tina.
How much? Just tell me. Get it over with.
Are you talking about a donation for the cause? Oh, I'm doing very well right now, thank you. Doing even better now after this little deal on TV this morning. I'm so sorry you missed it. By the way, is there anything weighing heavy on your mind that you'd like to confess to before I leave?
Yes. I got murder in my heart for a certain phony preacher who's standing a little too close to me right now.
Well, I will, but I cannot guarantee. I'll ask for the God's forgiveness for that one there, Asa. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Joy O'Neill's family gave me $5,000. Isn't that incredible? The forgiveness that some people are capable of. Then I'll bet that Clint, should he find out about Cord, would be equally forgiving towards you. Huh?
dear. Joy, have you ever thought that you made a mistake joining the mission?
Of course not. How can you even say that? You don't have doubts, do you?
I guess I'm just not used to the routine yet. And Allison really hates me.
Oh, no, she doesn't.
Allison just has a big jealousy problem. She knows that Mitch is here for all of us and that we're to share him equally, but she can't deal with it.
Are they lovers?
No, of course not. Mitch is a man of God. He's nobody's lover. But she's in love with him, and that's why she gets so jealous every time he gives the initiation rites.
What are those?
Well, I don't really know, but I know that every night or every other night he chooses one of his disciples, and he gives them a formal initiation where they get to wear frieze in their hair and everybody gets to see how special they are. But then afterwards, it's like a mystery. Nobody says anything.
Where does he have these initiations?
In his room, I think.
Joy, you haven't been initiated yet, have you?
No, I was supposed to, but Allison got so jealous that Mitch said that we'd have to wait another night. See, you're not the only one Allison doesn't like. I keep praying that God will help her find a way to at least have some patience with the rest of us. But until then, I am working as hard as I can so that Mitch doesn't forget to honor me.
After watching Mitch on television, I'm more convinced than ever that something has to be done about him.
I'm open for suggestions.
Well, I was hoping that Joy would be able to get out of it on her own, but watching him and seeing him so slimy in his seriousness.
Yeah, well, charm and drugs go a long way to keep a naive young woman in line.
You know what is particularly despicable is the way he brags about his former misdeeds under the guise of apologizing for them, of course.
Oh, sure. And every time he talks about what a bad boy he was, it just reminds us that he got away with it. Of course, I'm sure the public finds it out.
I have a bit more faith in the public than that. But Pete, you and I have to put our heads together and do something about Mitch. By the way, did Joy really give him $5,000?
No. This is very confidential. Connie tried to bribe a building inspector to close down the Waterside Inn. Yeah, the inspector gave Mitch the money. It was probably Mitch's idea to begin with. We can't say anything without getting it slapped right back in our face.
Boy, she learned an expensive lesson.
Actually, it was Brad's money.
Oh, hi, Vicki.
Hi.
Peter, I might have to go off for a little while.
Where are you going?
I'm going to the waterside to get my $5,000 back from Mitch. Or Joy, whichever one will hand over to me first.
Just hold on for a minute.
Look, you have all gone in there and screamed and yelled and come away with nothing. Now it's my turn.
The phone hasn't stopped ringing. People from all over the East Coast want to send money and come volunteer.
Isn't that incredible? Isn't it the Lord gave me a gift that I can touch people so deeply like that, and that they would respond so soon. I tell you, tonight at the evening prayers, we're going to have to say a special prayer for those folks who didn't turn me off or turn away from the poor.
Amen.
So anyway, how's everything else around here? Where's Joy and Cassie?
They're upstairs. Allison left on an errand.
Well, I was hoping she'd be back by now. I tell you what, I'm going to go through this mail, and why don't the rest of you get back to work, okay?
Heed the messenger. Heed the messenger.
Mitch. Hi.
Oh, there you are. How did your go?
Well, it wasn't easy at first, but I knew that you were depending on me. I eventually found out that Vicki Buchanan and her baby are in perfect health. There's no complications with the pregnancy whatsoever.
Well, isn't that delightful?
Oh, and her obstetrician's name is Dr. Mel Balsam. I never heard of him when I was working as a nurse's aide there a few years ago.
Was it you were a nurse's aide and you never told me about that?
I didn't know that it was important.
It could be very important. If somebody took ill around here or something.
Oh, yeah, sure. Mitch, why do you want to know so much about Vicki Buchanan and her baby and who her doctor is?
Don't you worry your pretty little head about that, Allison.
But, it just seems so strange. It doesn't bother me. It's just that if you tell me why you're interested, then maybe I could help you.
You see me on TV today? Huh?
my heart stop, just like you did right now. Well, here goes. I better make him believe I'm drugged.
Mitch, you're back.
Bessie, hello.
You don't know how much we all missed you while you were gone. I mean, your presence here, it gives us strength and guidance. I'm so glad that I listened to you and became my own person.
Well, well, well. I have landed the jewel in my crown.
Come in. I'll be with you in a minute.
Cord, what in tarnation you doing here?
Took the first flight back, sir.
I thought you were down in El Paso taking care of your mama.
Yeah, and I did just that. See, some jerk who held a grudge against me was using my ma to try... Well, to make a long story short, everything's fine and my ma's doing just great.
You left her there just like that?
Sir, what kind of man do you think I am?
See, I'm beginning to wonder, son. See, that's my mama. I don't know where she is, what she's doing every second.
That's exactly what I intend to do, sir. I brought her back with me this time to Landview. We're here to stay.
Are you okay?
Oh, sure. I'm just fine. How could she let you talk her into that? I mean, she's been down in El Paso most of her life. She must love it there.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, it took some doing to convince her. She really wanted to stay.
Well,
why the hell didn't you let her?
Well, sir, for all those reasons that you told me about before. I really want to thank you for that, too. I mean, what kind of son would I be if I left her back home in El Paso?
Well, you could have stayed down there with her. I mean, uprooting a poor woman to the east.
Yeah, well, I got this feeling that she's going to like it here just fine. Especially after she starts meeting some of the nice folks, like yourself and your wife. Oh, yeah. And Vicky and Clint.
Oh, Richard, I'm so glad you stopped by. Really needed your arms around me.
Well, I hope it's not because of Mitch Lawrence being on television.
Of course, that scared me to death.
Well, you know, we could always hire a bodyguard if you're that worried.
No, I'm not that paranoid as long as we get married right on schedule.
Tina, we can't. Now, I've been thinking about it all morning. It just seems inappropriate to have a wedding while Beau's missing.
So Vicky talked to you, didn't she? I know she did. But she came here and she couldn't talk me into it, so she figured you'd cave in, huh?
I haven't talked to Vicky all morning.
Yeah, well, she already talked to me, and the answer is no, and it still is.
Look, I knew you'd act this way at first, but if you really think about it, I mean, if we really talk about it, I'm sure...
Richard, don't you see it is happening just like I said it would happen, that something would come along, and
Tina,
sure
this
enough...
has nothing to do with Mitch.
Yeah, but it's still fate getting in my way, in our way. Look, and I said something would occur, something would happen to keep us apart, and sure enough, something did. And you know, what's really going to happen here is months are going to go by, and the same thing's going to happen.
For you, Miss Lard.
Oh. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, those are really something.
Oh, you mean they're not from you?
No, they're not.
Oh.
Go ahead, open them.
Yeah.
Just a little engagement present from a past and ever-present admirer. Yours in God, Mitch. It's from Mitch. He's sending these to me because he has a plan. And he's letting me know about it now.
Yes, I'm here to see the great one.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. None of Joy's family is allowed to visit her here.
How would you like me to stuff you over there in the fireplace, kid?
Well, Connie, welcome.
I'm here for my $5,000 and I want it now.
Oh, didn't you know I spent that $5,000 on airtime this morning?
Yes, and you made it look like we willingly gave it to you. That was cute.
Well, Connie, the building inspector's conscience was troubling him, so I thought it best to phrase it so that no one got in trouble. Him or you.
You are such a liar. I know you split that money. I I suppose the bribe was also your idea.
Whatever are you talking about?
Should I get some disciples?
No, that won't be necessary. I can take care of Connie. She's just about to leave now that she's had her temper tantrum.
Why don't you people wake up and see him for the killer that he is? He's drugging you. You all look like you're on some planet
Look,
somewhere.
that is not true, Connie. We are here of our own free will.
Well, maybe you are, Miss Disciple, but my sister isn't.
You know, I'm starting to feel sorry for Joy. The one mature decision she's made without her family, and she's never going to hear the end of it.
Joy? Joy, it's Connie. Where are you, Joy? Does he have you locked up somewhere? Joy?
Connie?
Joy.
Allison.
Connie, what's wrong?
I just wanted to make sure that you were safe, honey.
Oh, I'm very safe and very peaceful being my own person. So's Cassie.
Cassie?
Mm-hmm. Connie.
Cassie.
Have you come to join us, too? Are you ready to heed the messenger?
See, you have all the answers, Cord. I was wondering how your mama felt about this.
Well, she went along with it. Otherwise, she never would have moved to Lambview with me, right?
Yes, that's why I'm wondering.
Why?
Nothing. A lot of things around here do not make any sense.
Sir, I don't understand here. I mean, you moved from Texas, right? You're happy. What's the big deal?
Forget it, never mind.
You know, I'm starting to get the feeling that maybe you wanted my ma to stay in El Paso. Maybe you're trying to get rid of me, huh? What is it? You don't like my work as a photographer anymore?
Asa, do you believe that our darling little Tina is so bloody selfish she has refused to postpone her wedding to Richard? Cord.
Here, let's sit down. Dan. Yes, sir. Miss Lloyd would like a drink, please.
Dan, I'd like a vodka tonic and make it a double.
Tina.
Richard, all I can see in front of me is like this crystal ball, all right, with Mitch's face all over it and all these broken dreams of happiness with you.
Make it a double.
Yes, sir.
I mean, first Vicky has this terrible idea of postponing the wedding, and then you have the same idea. Like, it's terrible. Meanwhile, Mitch is plotting his revenge against me, and everybody's beating on me.
You mean like Cord?
No, this has nothing to do with Cord. Richard said I've had to fight for everything my entire life. It's like everybody here is conspiring against me.
Damn it, Tina, I'm sick and tired of this. Now, is our love so flimsy, based on so little that the smallest thing can destroy it?
Well, I didn't mean that.
Well, then would you stop this paranoia about people conspiring against you?
Well, oh, of course, Richard. You're right. I mean, I'm probably just being hysterical for no reason. I mean, what could possibly come between us now?
Cassie, you become one of Mitch's disciples?
This is going to be harder than convincing Mitch.
Yes, Connie. I, too, have found the path to righteousness through Mitch.
Now, don't you feel better, Connie, knowing that your sister's best friend has joined my flock? I mean, it must assure you that I'm sincere if both Joy and Cassie believe in me.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good. You finally decided to come down, huh?
Yeah.
Listen, Vicky stopped by, but she didn't want to disturb you. But she wanted me to tell you she's just as outraged as the rest of us about Mitch Lawrence and how terrible she feels about Joy.
It's too much, I'm telling you. It's really just too much. I was just up in my room. I was staring at the walls, realizing that my husband's in a lot of danger, my sister's in a lot of danger. Now Clint is over there in Vietnam. I have to worry about him. I mean, what next? No, wait. It's more than that. I mean, I was sitting there totally drowning myself in self-pity when all of a sudden I heard Beau's voice. Really. He was saying, Dee, come on, gal. Don't you know me better than that by now? Don't you know I'm going to make it through this and come home with Clint safe and sound? And he was right. And I saw this little grin on his face. I started laughing a little bit. And then I started crying as usual. So I'm sitting there, I'm laughing and I'm crying. And he was right. I just pulled myself out of bed and looked in the mirror and said, come on, gal. Let's get it together. Let's just forget the self-pity and get on with it.
Come on, that's the Dee O'Neill that Bo married and Harry raised.
Nothing. I mean, it's not surprising that I would feel this way with everything that's been going wrong lately. It's a little hard to believe that everything's going to be right in your life. But Bo would really be mad if he knew that I was thinking like this anyway.
Tell you something. Bo married a fighter.
Yes,
He's
he
a fighter himself. And one of these, stop making fun of me. One of these days he's going to come marching out of that jungle arm in arm with his brother. And I tell you something else, too. Joy's going to come home someday. Big smile on her face.
I'm doing pretty good. I don't know if I'm quite that optimistic.
Well, I gotta tell you something. What we have to do around here is start thinking positively. We really do. And there's a way to get Joy out of the water side. We haven't come up with it yet.
Well, where's Connie? It would be nice if she would help, you know.
She tried helping. It just backfired a bit. She's at the water side right now.
What is she doing there? That's not going to work. Wait, what did she do that backfired?
Have a seat.
Does that mean I need one?
Mm-hmm.
Cord, I didn't know you were in here. I'm surprised to see you're back from El Paso.
Yes, talk about surprises.
Well, I was just telling Asa that my mom and I have decided to move to Landview. We're selling the ranch.
Oh, that's wonderful. But that was a quick decision. How about her health?
Well, I think we're over that now. I think she's going to be just fine. And I'm going to be able to stay here and work and still be able to keep an eye on her, too.
Oh, I'm delighted. I'm just delighted, and I'm very happy for you and for us, too. Asa, we get to keep Cord. Isn't that wonderful?
Oh, yes, great. A boy of his talent.
Well, good. Well, thanks. Now I finally feel welcome here. Vicki, I take it you're upset by the fact that Tina won't postpone her wedding date, huh?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I am. I mean, Clint has just flown to Vietnam to find his brother, Bo, who's been missing there.
Yeah, I heard about that. I'm real sorry, ma'am. If there's anything I can do to help out.
Thank you very much. Dee Dee is very, very upset about Bo, needless to say. And then Joy O'Neill is locked up in the Waterside Inn with that devil. It just seems to me that right now, to throw a lavish wedding at Landfair is perfectly ridiculous.
I don't think it's so ridiculous, Vicki. A little happiness amongst all our troubles. Take our minds off it for at least one day.
Oh, well, fine, Asa. Then you can take care of all the preparations. And don't forget while you're at it to hire a comedian for the entertainment in case we get bad news that day.
Excuse me. Maybe I better go down to the assignment editor and let him know that I'm back in town ready to work.
All right. Welcome back. I'd like you and your mother to come to Landfair one day very soon.
Well, thank you, ma'am. I appreciate that, but I realize you got other things going right now. But I guess there's no great hurry because we're here for a while.
Good.
Bye-bye.
See you, Cord. I apologize. I didn't mean to argue in front of Cord, but I don't think we should put any impediments in front of this marriage.
I have a lot of reservations about this marriage anyway, Asa, not to mention the time. Why are you pushing so hard for Richard to marry her?
Tina Lord is part of this family, right? Let Richard marry her and straighten her out. He's bright enough and worldly enough to do it. She marries that cowboy, she'll make a mess of him and his life.
Nonetheless, I have to throw the wedding. I'm not up to it. I'll see you later.
Oh, hold on a second. How's my grandson?
Your granddaughter's just fine. In fact, I'm on my way for a checkup. Bye, Asa.
Vicki, consider this. Clint would think it was a gift if he didn't have to endure Tina's wedding like it already happened.
Cord's mother. Well, I thought she was in El Paso, ill. The Cord flew down to take care of her.
Well, I'm as shocked as you are, Richard.
But why didn't she come over and say hello? And why did she look at you with such hatred?
Well, because she thinks I'm to blame for Cord's infatuation. Look, I've tried to explain to her that I've done everything to discourage him, and I told her that I love you and
So
all
did
that
you talk
stuff.
to her here, or in El Paso, or both?
Well, I do run into her here in Landview, and then I met her when I first went to El Paso.
You know, you never really explained why you went to Texas in the first place.
Well, I told her you rejected me, Richard. I thought my life was over
No,
with.
but why did you go to El Paso? I mean, Pam mentioned some letter, something about revenge against the Buchanans.
She did. How sweet of her.
Yeah, I just never got around to asking you about it. Or you never explained one or the other.
Well, what possible importance could it have to us now?
Actually, since it started this whole mess with Cord, it is. So why did you go down to El Paso? What was in that letter, Tina?
Subject of our marriage and when it's going to take place.
Oh, we'll get back to the subject. But first I want to know what was going on down there. Now, if you were thinking of revenge, well, there must have been some money involved. An oil well or something. Maybe some kind of an investment that you were looking for that belonged to Asa or Clint.
Richard, you are so clever, you know. You really are. You're so perceptive. That's exactly it. I can't believe it. You see, I found this letter about this hot, tip on some land in El Paso, and it was for Clint. And I thought, well, I'll beat Clint to it. I'll take my little bit of money, beat him to it, and then gloat after I've become real rich. Problem is I was too late, and somebody beat me to it. All I did was waste the money on the trip.
It's those impulses of yours that get you in so much trouble.
I know. And that's why I'm so lucky to have you to point all that out to me. But, of course, that doesn't include this discussion about our marriage, now does it?
Excuse me, Mr. Abbott. You have a call from your office. Oh, thanks, Dan. I'll be right back.
Thanks, Dan. Hi, my name is Tina Lord, and I'm here from Landry, Pennsylvania.
Welcome. My name is Al Roberts. I'm real curious as to why you're knocking on my door.
Well, I hope I'm not in the wrong place. I was looking for Maria Vasquez.
Why?
Well, it's in regards to a letter that I received a while ago.
To you?
No, actually, it's to my brother-in-law, Clint Buchanan.
Well, that name sounds familiar. So is yours, but I can't quite make the connection between my mother-in-law and those two names. Come on in. What is this all about?
Well, actually, I really don't even know, Mr. Roberts. I was hoping that maybe I could talk to Mrs. Vasquez, and then...
I'm sorry, but she passed away a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Do you mind if I took a look at this letter?
No, I guess not.
Well, that still doesn't tell me too much.
Yeah, I know.
Could I ask you a couple of questions? Like, why Mr. Buchanan didn't show up here himself? And why this letter took so long to get here when it's clearly written urgent?
Well, Clint has had a lot going on in his life, but he's really been very busy, and he didn't even see the letter till a couple of days ago. And, well, he just, got lost in some papers or something once it was delivered, and he had to go out of town, so he said, hey, Tina, why don't you take care of this for me? So here I am. And could you tell me, is Mrs. Vasquez, was she functioning?
Yeah, up to the very end, yes. Yeah, she was a very sharp lady. But you say Mr. Clint Buchanan. You'd never heard of Maria Vasquez?
No, I'm afraid he has no recollection.
Hello, Tina.
Mrs. Roberts, hello.
May I join you?
Well, actually, Richard's coming
Oh,
right
but he's
back.
on the telephone right now. Tina, I got up to my room and I realized that it's time that you and I had a talk.
So how did you manage to drug Cassie and drag her into your evil den, Mitch?
That's blasphemy, Connie.
I think that Connie's name will have to be added to our list of those we prayed for this evening.
This is a nightmare, and it's just getting worse.
Why don't you try listening to some of us? That's right, Connie. We have lots of answers here, and you and others choose not to pay heed to them.
Exactly. As soon as you're ready to open your ears and your heart, we're ready to open our arms.
Yeah, I'll give you something to open your ears about, Mitch.
Connie.
No, I think Connie's a little confused and perhaps a tad cynical. Cassie, why don't you explain our mission and how you came to join us?
She could explain for the next 20 years, and I'm not changing my mind.
Everyone, please get back to work in meditation, okay? Cassie is going to calm this angry soul.
Yes, why don't we go talk in quiet?
Joy, come here. I think it's best that you go on up to your room. The sight of both you and her and your sister's eyes is only going to inflame her, I'm afraid.
I'm really sorry about my family and all the problems that they brought here.
No, don't trouble yourself, my little lamb.
starting to think we should get a court order barring the O'Neills from this building. They're constantly disturbing our peace.
Well, Allison, you must remember I did shoot their father down in cold blood. It's my burden, and I'll bear it the rest of my life, but I will continue to look each and every one of them in the eye for all time.
You're incredible. Where do you get your strength?
Well, from the Lord, where all strength and hope comes from. Although I must say, you certainly helped me, too. I don't think I could carry on without you at my side, loving me and adoring me and protecting me.
I'm sorry about that jealous fit.
Yeah, we're going to have to talk about that. And also about your new assignment, which will be the most important work I've ever asked you to do to date. Can you meet me up in my suite in a few minutes?
Well, do you think we should both leave the lobby? I mean, what about Connie?
I think Cassie has the situation well in hand.
The last time I came here to try to talk Joy out of staying, I started to understand what she was saying, what Mitch was preaching about.
I can't listen to this. You of all people. I mean, Joy has had a little bit of life experience, but you've been around. You should know a con artist when you see one, Cassie.
That's why I didn't want to tell anyone, because I knew everyone would be shocked. But it's true. I have found God, and now life is so much more worthwhile living.
Has he got his hands on your trust fund yet? Wake up, Cassie. That's all he's after.
Connie, no. I'm finding it very difficult to discuss this with you in the face of such anger and bitterness.
I want to smack you silly right now, you know that? I can't believe you're being so dumb. You're being taken in so easily. Well, what did he do? Drug your food? Is he brainwashing you?
No. He's not using any drugs. And that's what I thought at first, too. Believe me, if you would just let your defenses down and turn yourself toward Mitch, toward God.
That's enough. I'm not going to listen to this anymore. I'm going to call your father, the district attorney, and I'm going to find your mother.
No,
I'm
you
gonna tell
can't do
her.
that. You cannot do that. You are going to blow everything. Listen to me. I am pretending to be a disciple. I'm here to save Joy.
I've already been through all this. I know you hate me.
Oh, no. That's not true. I've been unfair to you, and I think it's time I did something about that. Oh, yes, you look so shocked. Well, I'm sure it's hard to trust.
Well, I've never understood why you hated me to begin with.
Oh, Tina, I'm a mother, and I just want what's best for my son. And you're a woman who doesn't think that Cord is the best man for you. I've seen his pain and his attempts to win you, and his failures. Am I supposed to like you?
I never wanted to do anything to hurt Cord. In fact, I think Cord is wonderful. I think he's warm and tender and handsome. But I love Richard. And I always have, and I loved Richard when I first went down to El Paso.
Exactly, and that's why you're going to marry him. You are going to marry Richard, aren't you?
Yes, of course. In fact, we're just having a little trouble right now, you see, because my brother-in-law, Clint, went down to Vietnam to see, if he could find his brother, Beau, and then once that's all taken care of, then the marriage will go right ahead.
Good. Because once you're married, I think Cord can get on with his life. It's very hard when someone's in love for the first time. But I'm certain that he can find a woman that is much more suited to him than you are.
Yeah, well, of course he will. May I ask you a question? What are you doing here? I mean, I know Cord flew down to El Paso and...
Yes, well, he's convinced me to start my life over here in Landview, and you know how much he loves working at the Banner, which is why he came back into town.
So, both of you have moved here for good, huh?
Yes.
Hello, Mrs. Roberts.
Oh.
It's nice to see you again. How are you feeling?
Oh, quite well, thank you. We had a little problem down at the ranch. Some young hoodlum escaped from prison, but Cordero took care of him and me. At any rate, we're back in town. I was just wishing you and Tina the best of luck on your impending marriage.
Well, thank you. That's very gracious of you.
Well, as you can imagine, I've got a million things to do, like find an apartment, so I'll be off.
Well, you be sure and stop by the Banner. You can see where Cord works.
Oh, I'll do that. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Well, that sure isn't a lady who hates you.
I know. I don't get it. She sure did an about-face, didn't she?
So you're doing this for Joy's sake?
Of course I am. You don't think I'm dumb enough to fall for his con, do you? When I saw the people getting sucked in, when I saw how spaced out Joy was, I realized I had to do something.
Is there any chance that your leader programmed you to tell me that in case I was a threat?
He would if he could, but he hasn't. No, I didn't want to tell anyone, but when you told me that you were going to go tell my father, look, you have to swear to me that you will not tell anyone.
I'm not going to swear to anything until I know exactly what's going on.
All right. He is using drugs. On me, on Joy, on everyone else, except Allison. He's not using them on Allison because she is madly in love with him.
Well, wait a minute. If you've been drugged, then how come you can still talk about it?
Because I did a little research. I found out that there's an antidote, an antihistamine that you can take to counteract the drug. Now I can just fake being spaced out, and I can recite everything that I hear around here.
What happens if Mitch finds out? Do you realize what could happen to you?
He won't do anything to me. He wants my trust fund. I've even heard him make remarks that he wants me to rule the kingdom with him.
Okay, well, so how are you and Joy going to get yourself out of this whole thing?
All right, that's the thing. I have to get some iced tea. He's putting the drugs in the iced tea. And I put some in my cologne bottle, but Allison took it away. See, if I can get the drug, and I will sooner or later, then I can just give it to the police, and they'll close this place down, and they'll send him off to jail.
Cassie, this is so dangerous.
Look, do you want to wait until Joy is in bed with him for the initiation rites?
What?
Yes, that's right. I can't let that happen. Look, besides, if I pull out now, he's going to get suspicious.
Damn. Well, I have no choice. I'm going to have to go along with you. But if anything ever happened to you, Cassie, I don't know what I would do. It would be on my conscience my whole life.
Listen, Mitch, I've been wanting to tell you. I took this bottle of cologne from Cassie Callison. Now, I tried to explain to her that we don't use these kinds
I
of things
couldn't
at the
care
mission.
less if the disciples use cologne or indulge in makeup. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
But what does worry me is when a disciple disobeys me and thinks that she's smarter than I am, and thus starts asking me questions about what I do.
Well, I certainly agree with that.
No, you don't. You wouldn't have made such a big fuss about my initiating Joy O'Neill.
But that was just a jealous fit. We already talked about it.
Yeah, well, I see it as a proof that I can't trust you, that I can't depend on you to carry out my orders and my wishes.
Yeah, you can. It was just a momentary slip, I promise.
Yeah? Prove it. Here, drink this.
I'm not thirsty, and besides, you know, I don't like iced tea.
Oh, you see? I told you. You swear your allegiance to me, and then you refuse me. I can't count on you, can I?
Yes, you can. I just didn't realize that this was a test. Okay?
That's very good. I'm sorry that I lost my temper with you. It's just that this assignment I have for you is so delicate and so touchy that I can't afford to have any doubts about you.
Oh, Mitch, I will do anything you ask. Believe me, I will pass any test, I will forge any river, I will climb any mountain.
Hey, Allison, you've made your point. Come sit down, okay? All right, here's what I want you to do. Go over to Lambview Hospital. Find Vicky Buchanan's doctor. What's his name?
Balsam.
Right, talk to him. I want you to get a part-time job, either with him or in pediatrics. If they don't have any job openings, I want you to volunteer in that department.
Why?
Allison, please.
You want to get rid of me, don't you? You want me to go work at the hospital so...
Allison! Look, that's not it. I have a reason. A very good reason. Because it's going to benefit our mission and us as a couple. All right? Just do it. Say yes or no.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'll do it.
Now, that's my love. It just so happens that I like a drop or two of perfume on a lady. And you know, Dr. Balsam might like it too. Cassie usually has delightful taste in things. This isn't cologne.
Usually make a habit of dropping by, certainly not twice in one day.
Oh, we love it. Are you kidding?
But I've had an idea. As I said earlier to Pete, I'm getting more and more concerned about Joy and Mitch and the power that he seems to be wielding in this community. And I remember that a few years ago we did a series on cults, and I interviewed a deprogrammer for it. Now, he worked out of Los Angeles. I don't even know if he still works as a deprogrammer, but I I think it's worth a couple of phone calls, don't you?
Well, that was the first thing we thought of, but the problem is getting her out of the Waterside Inn.
We told you about the kidnapping attempt that didn't work.
Yes, and I think that if either one of you went there, of course Mitch would be suspicious.
Well, Connie is still there. You know that, and I'm sure he's watching her very closely.
Yeah, so I thought that I would go to the Waterside Inn and try and lure Joy away from there on some pretense that we have yet to come up with.
No, we can't let you do that.
Your husband's risking his life. We're not going to let you do that.
But I'm not going in there with the guns or threats. I'm a member of the press. He should be delighted to talk to me.
No matter what you do, he's not going to let you simply waltz in there and take her out of the inn.
Okay, that's why we have to come up with something very clever, some sort of diversion for Mitch. Maybe we can even think of a way to get him out of the hotel before I go.
Okay, look, that works real good in theory, but I got to tell you, I'm nervous about it. He's a dangerous man, and we don't know what he might do.
And it's not just you, it's the baby that you're risking, too.
I have no intention of risking either one of us. Look, I'm sorry, I've got to run because I have a doctor's appointment, but it's something for us to think about, isn't it?
All right. Oh, look, do you want some company at the doctor's office? I'll go with you.
Yeah, if you could stand something to eat and some shopping later.
Oh, I would love that. I
Good,
really would.
good. It'd give us a chance to talk about this some more, too, all right?
This isn't cologne, it's tea.
Tea in the perfume bottle? That doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't make sense unless somebody has decided to snoop around here looking for drugs, and they think that I've drugged the tea.
Mitch, do you think...
Yeah, that's what I think, all right. After I trusted in her, she betrays me like this. I thought that she was believing in this mission the whole time she's been working for the police.
What are you getting so angry about? I mean, say she takes the tea to the police to be analyzed. They're not going to find any drugs. We know you don't use them.
You know, that is right. It's the principle of the thing, though. You think I'm angry at you, it's nothing compared to how angry I am at Cassie for betraying me like this.
Yeah, well, I've been worried about her since the beginning.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
I don't know, I suddenly feel strange. I got freezing.
Oh, great. Great. Another disciple with a cold body. Wait a second. How has she been doing this? And how has Cassie been warding off my power?
What are you going to do about it?
I don't know, I gotta figure that out, but don't look so worried. I'm not gonna hurt her, I'm just gonna save her soul. Now, come on. I want you to make sure that one of my sermons is piped through the PA system, okay? Then you go on over to the hospital and carry out your assignment, and no questions. Vicky, what's wrong?
You know what's wrong. You have my baby.
I have your baby?
Yes, she took it. That disciple of yours, Allison. She stole him right out of the hospital nursery, and I know she brought him here.
Vicky, or should I call you Nikki? I hate to say this, but I think your mental illness is returning.
You're the one with the illness. You're demented. You've stolen my son. What do you want in return? How much to buy back my son?
Vicky, first of all, let me assure you, I have not been poking around in the bulrushes, nor have I been sending out baby snatchers. If I had your son, I wouldn't sell him back to you. Now, see, I have all the money I want now, and all the power and all the women, but what I don't have is a son of my own. Yes, and if I did have your baby, I think I would keep him and raise him myself and pass on the legacy of Mitch Lawrence to another generation.
I hear my baby crying.
Hey, I'm sorry, you must be hearing things. There's no baby crying. Because there's no baby.
Oh, please, give me my baby, please.
Forrest. Too clever for your own good, Cassie.
No, but telling Brad is as bad as telling my parents. Look, he suspected that I might come over here. He threw a fit. I had to lie to him. You cannot tell him, Connie.
Man, keeping this thing to myself is not going to be easy. Cassie, you've got to either make a move or stop this whole thing right now.
I'm going to search his room. You see, I realize he trusts me now. I can take more chances.
What if there aren't any drugs in his room?
There will be. There will be. Believe me. He thinks he's all ready for the police to come here, but he won't be.
What if he catches you with the drugs? Do you know what he could do to you?
Yes. I realize my life is on the line. I'm not fooling myself. Now, you either have to get out of here or start yelling at me because people are going to get suspicious.
I cannot walk out of here knowing what could happen to you.
Connie, I'm so sorry that you don't understand the peaceful coexistence that we have here. But I'm sure that one day your soul will be saved. I have to go back to work now. May God be with you.
I'm so glad Connie's gone. I need to talk to you. Alone.
Why alone? Have I done something?
Actually, I meant without any outsiders around, such as Connie O'Neill.
Oh, Mitch, I tried. She's really a hard case. She wouldn't give me the benefit of the doubt. I think she thinks we've all lost our minds or something.
Well, perhaps we have, and gained our souls in the process, huh? I know it is hard. The rage, the anger, and the resistance that we face. I'll admit that, well, Cassie, I'll only admit to you that sometimes I feel myself in an awful rage.
Really?
And I can't control it. It just, sometimes I feel violent. I'm ashamed to admit it, but it overcomes me, and it takes all I can do not to just... Do you know what sets it off?
What?
Dishonesty. I know that's ironic because I used to be the most dishonest fella around, right? But the thing is, I trust people anytime I can because I know that I am now worthy of their trust. And this family that I've gathered around me through great torment is my pride and my joy. It's what keeps me going. If I should learn that one of my family is not worthy of my trust, and indeed would betray me, well, at first it would crush my spirit, and then... Please don't tell anyone this. I would be overcome by that rage I spoke of. And to be as honest with you as I claim to be, there have been times when I haven't been able to control myself. Cassie, even prayer has failed me. And that violent rage of the old Mitch Lawrence has won out. I'm giving a sermon at 2:30. I hope you'll attend.
Yes, Al. What? She is? Send her in. What are you doing here?
I know Clint is out of the country, and why I know Vicky is not around, and I'm also aware that you know through my son that I'm going to be living in Landview.
Now, that is happiest news I've heard in ages. I'm going to wake up every morning, I'm going to shout hallelujah.
If you wake up in fear and dread, that is perfectly fine by me, too.
Oh, that's it, Maria. You're going to stick around and make me squirm.
I am going to stick around because Cordero is determined to live here and pursue his career as a photographer.
And chase Tina Lord.
Who is soon to be marrying Richard, at which point Cordero will give up.
Maria, it is too dangerous for you two to be here. Clint is bound to find out.
You know what, Mr. Big Shot? I don't care anymore.
You don't care?
No.
You've got to care. You could lose Cord.
That's a chance I'm going to take because I will no longer live in fear.
That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. Tina finds out about this before she marries Richard. She dumps Richard, marries Cord instead.
I find that hard to believe.
She loves him. Tina marrying Richard for the Lord money. She finds out Cord has Buchanan money, no contest. You are the mother-in-law, the wicked witch of Landview. We both lose a son. Maria, don't give up. Think of some reason to go home and take Cord with you.
I am through listening to you, you monster. I should have listened to my husband. My son is sensitive enough to understand why I've kept the secret from him. He will forgive me.
Maria, Clint will not forgive me.
Do you really suppose that breaks my heart, Asa? Oh, yes. For a while there, I was listening to you as I did years ago, when you had the power of life or death over my family. Well, that isn't true anymore, is it? In fact, it seems that we have changed positions. I think now I have the power over you.
Kathy? Oh, hi, Joy. I don't suppose you got anywhere with Connie. Oh, no. But I'm still hoping that she will open up her heart to us all eventually. Yes. It's time for Mitch's sermon. Come on. Oh, I'll be there shortly. Go ahead. Okay.
My devoted disciples, please be seated and bow your heads. I want you to close your eyes and listen carefully to my message. The subject today is loyalty. Loyalty and trust. The messenger who is sent to save your soul.
It's clouding your brain, Maria. You're going to destroy Clint in the end.
How?
My son is at peace. He is happy with his wife, his adopted kids, the baby on the way. You could turn that boy inside out.
Oh, no. No, it'll be a gift to Clint when he finds out that Cordero is his son. They're very fond of each other and close.
How much? How much to keep you quiet?
My main motive is not revenge or to manipulate. On the contrary, Asa, I tried manipulation, and it failed. Cordero is more entrenched here than ever, and I had to bury my husband, a man that I loved very much. If anything were to keep Cordero here, to keep him in El Paso, it would have been running the ranch. I will not try to make him feel guilty or even pretend that I couldn't live there without him.
Right. So you'll live here with him.
Damn it, Asa, he wants me to. I don't want to lose him, too. Asa, don't you see what is going on here? Fate, destiny, any of those words that you want to choose. You and I are no longer in control of this lie. It is a secret that is bursting to get out, and I am through trying to stop it.
I have got to find a way to convince you, lady.
And I will not hide from Clint. If he recognizes me, fine. If Clint and Cord find out they are father and son, I will deal with it.
Maria, this is insanity.
No, this is the truth. And it should not have been suppressed for so many years.
Maria, I'm telling you, name it, anything. I'm not talking bribes. I'm talking favors.
It is over. I am through playing this game. Whatever happens, happens. And I know one thing, Asa. I will still have my son's love.
Ellen, no more calls for a while.
Of course, Dr. Balsam was running late. Name me one doctor who doesn't run late.
That's a good point. You know, I think that after Bo gets home within a little time, I'm going to be spending a lot of time waiting in the doctor's room.
Oh, Dee Dee, I can't wait for that. And I'm glad to see you thinking positively about Bo.
Well, you know, I really can't believe that those two brothers wouldn't come through this.
They share a very special sense of love and loyalty between them, don't they?
Sure do. I mean, that child is so important to him, and his brother needs him, and he takes off to Vietnam without thinking twice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it would be great if Joy was home by the time they got back.
Well, I still think I have a viable plan.
Well, yeah, it is, but, I mean, we still have to find out a way to divert Mitch.
Well, I've been giving that some thought, too. If it smells of money, Mitch will go racing out of that hotel.
Dorian, we could use Dorian as bait.
No, she's at a convention in Atlantic City. Besides, he doesn't trust Dorian.
Cassie. She's dying to help.
That's something to think about, but why would Cassie give him money?
Good question. You know what? Why don't I call her and see if she's interested before we go any further, okay?
All right. Of course, if Connie's successful today,
They're
then...
doing this for nothing.
Right.
I wish. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm very impressed with your credentials, dear, and unfortunately this hospital is always short of staff.
Not unfortunate for me.
I'll be in touch with personnel, and no doubt they'll contact you soon.
Oh, I hope so. I just love babies. And if I could have a job at this hospital, well, it would just be so fulfilling. Thank you, Dr. Balsam.
Bye now.
Bye.
Mrs. Buchanan, sorry to keep you waiting.
Doing here? You have no answer for me? Well, it looks like I'm going to be forced to give up some of my very valuable time in order to teach you a lesson or two.
Hey, Herb. Thanks for coming by. Please, sit down.
It sounded like a three-alarm fire. What do you want to talk about?
You know what I want to talk about? I want to know why you're not bringing charges against Bart Barron for drugging his horses and mine, and for ordering his jockey to murder mine.
We've been through this. Now, I've had Bart Barron under a microscope. We've investigated him. We've investigated his races. We've come up with nothing. I can't go before a grand jury without evidence.
So you're just going to let him walk away scot-free?
What? Unless you can come up with something.
Hey, you're the DA, not me.
That's right. And right now I've got my hands full looking for a way to nail Mitch Lawrence.
I want to know what you're doing, sneaking around in my suite.
Oh, I was just about to leave.
No, Missy, you're not going anywhere until you tell me what you're up to. I always have. So you better have a damn good reason for being here.
I do. I was going to surprise you. I mean, I was thinking that it would be a nice surprise, but when you came in here and you were so angry, I was terrified that maybe I had offended you. Maybe I should have waited downstairs or something.
Just what is this little surprise?
I was going to leave you a note.
Oh.
Yeah.
What about?
A surprise, a donation, a surprise donation.
Surprise donation, huh?
Yeah, but the thing is, remember I told you about my $3 million trust fund? Well, I was going to donate a large amount of it to the mission.
Really?
Yeah, except the money's tied up, and I would have to talk to the bank manager and the vice president first. Be a lengthy process.
Yeah. I think I sensed some reservations on your part.
No.
No, I don't?
No, of course not.
Well, maybe you could use the Callison influence to expedite the loan.
That's exactly what I was going to do.
That's very good. That's very good. Makes me very happy. I'll be waiting for you.
Okay. It might take a while because, you know, to get a hold of the necessary forms and papers and everything, but I'll be back as soon as I can.
Cassie, one thing before you go. Will you please forgive me
For what?
for not trusting such an innocent, sweet girl like yourself and thinking that you could possibly be guilty of some indiscretion? You will forgive me, won't you?
Of course, Mitch.
Good. I'll be waiting for you. And I'll be counting on you. And I want you to remember that Joy O'Neill will be counting on you, too.
It's
my department upside down just because you have a personal vendetta against Bart Barron.
Personal The man is drugging horses, he gets me suspended, and he ordered Charlie's murder. And she wasn't just riding for me, Herb. She was a friend of mine. A good friend.
Charlie's death was ruled accidental by the racing commission.
Well, maybe the commissioner's on Barron's payroll.
Before you broadcast that one, maybe you better take out some insurance because you're begging for a libel suit if you can't prove it.
I can prove it. I just need your help.
Yeah, Fred, forget about Bart Barron. He's a dangerous man. He's a very dangerous man.
Well, maybe you can forget about him, but I can't. I don't know how he's getting away with this, but I swear I'm going to find out.
Well, hey, this isn't the Old West. Don't take the law into your own hands.
Well, thanks for the pep talk and the brotherly advice, but if you're not going to do your damn job, I'm going to do it for you.
I ran into Tina earlier. We had a talk.
I thought you two weren't on speaking terms after Paul's funeral.
Well, you know, I realized that I've been a bit unfair to her. She seemed like a very sincere young woman.
Uh-huh.
Really, she seemed rather nice.
Ma, who do you think you're trying to kid here? Come on, ever since you found out that she has roped and tied Richard Abbott, all of a sudden all your hostility towards her disappears like magic. Ma, I gotta be honest with you. I haven't given up on her yet.
Oh, that's too bad, because she's given up on you.
Not as far as I'm concerned. Ma, look, until they actually tie the knot, I've still got a fighting chance with her.
Cord, let me ask you something. Now, is it Tina, or do you just hate to lose?
It's Tina.
Oh, boy, you're going to make a fool of yourself.
Well, I've done that before, Ma, and it looks like I'm about to do it again.
You are as stubborn as a Brahma bull.
Yes, ma'am, I am. So what do you say we go get some coffee, okay?
Oh, no, I've got an appointment to go apartment. Oh, no. I left the address for the real estate woman up in the suite.
You want me to go get it?
No, it is probably buried under two tons of wood.
Okay, well, wait, Ma, look. Now, if you need anything, you give me a call, right?
Yeah.
And as far as Tina's concerned, look, whatever happens with that happens. But I'm glad that you came here to Landview with me.
So am I, Honey Bunch. I'll see you later.
Well, I'm glad I ran into you, Tina.
Look, if you're waiting for me, you're wasting your
No,
time.
as a matter of fact, I came here to see my mom because you're going to be thrilled to know that she and I have moved here to Landview.
Yes, I know. I spoke to her.
Oh, and you're not thrilled, huh?
No, I'm not.
Why? Are you afraid of something? Or maybe someone?
Look, let's not get into this again, okay? I really have to go.
Tina, why do you keep running away from me, huh?
Would you let go of me, please?
Oh, look what we have here. The knight in shining armor, all hot to save the fair young maiden, huh?
Tina, would you give me a minute alone with Cord?
Richard, please, let's not the two of you start anything here, okay?
Oh, there's already trouble between us. Right, Cord? Now, if you want to stay, you might as well hear what I have to say. Now, I am sick and tired of stumbling on these little scenes where I find you forcing yourself on my fiancée.
Richard, please!
No, I've had all that I can take. Now, I'm warning you, Cord. Once and for all. Leave her alone.
Getting real tired of being threatened by you, pal. So why don't you try putting some action where your mouth is, huh?
Oh, that's exactly what I intend to do.
Oh, that was Stop acting like a couple of schoolboys, all right? Look, Richard, Cord didn't mean anything. I was talking to him. See, I was trying to explain that in respect to Bo not being around, that we weren't going to have the wedding at Mansfield after all.
Does that mean that you finally come to your senses? You're going to call this whole thing off?
No. Actually, it means that Richard and I are going to,
Yeah, well, you'll have to excuse me if I can't find it in my heart to congratulate you two. Because I think you're both making a hell of a mistake. If the lady will excuse me.
Damn it! I don't get him. Ever since he came to Landview, I have tried to be his friend. And he acts like this.
Look, it's just his pride getting in the way, Richard.
And what was this about our having decided to elope?
Well, I just wanted to get rid of him before something happened between you and... Well, actually, Richard, I meant it. I think Cord might be another reason for us to get married as soon as possible.
It really means that much to you.
Yes, Richard. And please tell me that we don't have to wait any longer, please.
Look, I tell you what. We'll compromise. Now, if Clint doesn't get back from Vietnam with some word about Bo by next week, we'll elope.
Promise?
I promise.
Oh, Richard.
Give her a couple of laps, Willie.
Hi, Dad.
Lisa, darling. Excuse me. No kiss.
Now, why did you want me to come?
Well, obviously I wanted to see you. I mean, I figured I was working with the horses this week. You wouldn't mind coming out to the track.
And why did you want to see me?
Lisa, must there always be a reason to see you?
Well, you know, I've got to go back to the hospital and things like that if there isn't really.
No, hold it. Sit down. Actually, I did want to talk about Mike Rivers. Have you found out anything else about his supposed spying on me?
No, nothing aside from the formulas that he took from Baron Pharmaceuticals. That's all I know. What?
My antenna tells me that Brad Vernon is behind it. You know, that guy is still trying to convince people that I ordered the death of his little jockey friend. Lisa, I'm capable of many things, but murder is not one of them.
Dad, just one problem at a time, okay? Can we go back to it about Mike? What are you going to do about Mike?
Well, I'm going to fire him. Maybe give him a little lesson about honesty, too.
Oh. Do you think you're honestly qualified?
I wish you'd stop being so angry with me, Lisa.
Look, believe me, I would love nothing better than to have a father that I can respect.
You make it very hard on me.
Yeah, but didn't you make it hard on me? Haven't I cried for you, huh? It hurt. Oh, my God, Dad, it is still hurting.
Lisa, I'm sorry.
Yes, but sorry does not take away the pain, Dad. I think it was a mistake by coming here.
No, Lisa, wait. Lisa, you know I love you very much.
I love you too, Dad. That's why it hurts so damn much.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
Oh, Cassie, now that I think about this, really, enough reason for you to go. The banks are closed by this hour. I think you're going to have to stay here tonight.
But I should get the necessary papers together.
Oh, Cassie, you seem anxious to get out of here. Is that right?
No, I just don't want my mother to find out what I'm doing.
Are you sure you're really devoted to donating this money to the mission?
There is nothing more important to me right now than the work that I'm doing for the mission.
Oh, great. I'm glad to hear that. Well, then, of course, you're free to go.
Now?
Yes. Oh, Cassie, just one other thing, by the way. I want you to know that you should feel free to come up to my room, anytime you feel the urge. Because you're really very special to me. And I want you to know that I'm deeply moved by this generous gift. Mm-hmm. I have high hopes for both of us. I want us to be close, Very close. But for now, I think you better go home and get those papers together. You'll do that, okay? Good. Oh, Cassie, you'll keep this between you and me, won't you?
Yes, of course. My family would turn purple if they knew that I was going to donate my trust fund to you, Rich.
Oh, we certainly wouldn't want Doreen to turn purple, would we? Now, please, don't forget what I said about Joy. Her health and her well-being depend on you coming back here with that money. Okay? Ah, boy. She deserves an Oscar for that performance. But then I guess I deserve a Nobel Prize, yeah. She thinks she outsmarted old Mitch. She's stalling for time, but before I'm finished, I will not only have her trust fund, I will have her.
I was so worried about you. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
May I do anything for you?
No, I'm fine right now.
Oh, thank you. How's Joy?
Oh, I am scared to death, Connie. I mean, she is still being drugged and she is under Mitch's spell.
Did you find out where he's hiding the drugs?
I was searching in his room and he caught me.
Oh, my God. What did you do?
Well, I tried to get out of it by offering him a donation from my trust fund. Now I've got to negotiate it tomorrow.
How are you going to get out of that one?
I don't know yet.
You know if you put the money within a foot of his nose, he's like a hungry shark.
Look, I'm willing to risk anything if I'm going to get Joy out of there. Besides, once we get the drugs, he'll be back in prison right away.
You know Mitch will be watching you, Cassie.
Well, he thinks I'm drugged. He doesn't know that I'm taking the antidote.
This is dangerous, Cassie. You have to stop this.
I can't stop it now.
You know, if I wanted to, I could stop you. Brad's coming over here in a little while, and if
Connie,
he finds out the kind
please, you can't tell him. I'm Joy's only hope.
Here he is. There he is.
Please don't tell him, okay? I'm just doing everything.
Well, here are two of my favorite ladies.
Hi.
Now, what are we whispering about?
We're girl talk.
We were just talking about Dorian's hot romance with John Russell.
All right, thanks, Connie, for helping me out. And
Sure.
I'll see you soon, okay?
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. So, what are you trying to hide?
What makes you think I'm trying to hide something?
When I came over here, the two of you looked like you were planning to rob a bank or something, so... Come on, don't give me that innocent look. You're hiding something important, and I want to know what it is.
What are you doing here? Get out. Hey, give me a break, Mr. Barron. I'm in big trouble. Who do you owe? The boys in Atlantic City. They seem unhappy about some unpaid gambling markets.
So what do you want with me, Neil?
I thought you might advance me enough cash to pay them off, lay low for a while.
Fat chance.
I got troubles, Mr. Barron. Real troubles.
Take him to a pawn shop.
I don't think you understand. My troubles could become your troubles.
Maybe you'd better explain that one.
I know about all the little games you play at the track. The ones with the big needles that make the horses run faster. I also know about the big shots you pay off to keep quiet about it. Big shots at the racing commission.
You're a damned liar, Neil.
Remember, you owe me a big one for keeping my mouth shut about your part in the fatal accident to Brad Vernon's jockey.
I had no part in that.
You ordered it.
No, stupid. I told you to run a tough race, that's all. I didn't want anybody hurt. It was you who bumped her, that a horse fell and she died. Had I known you were going to plan on doing anything so damn stupid, I would have ran out there and stopped you myself.
Things got out of hand. What could I do?
Let me tell you something, Neil. And I want you to listen real hard because I don't intend to repeat it. One, if it's up to me, you're not going to ride any of my horses or anybody else's for the rest of your life. And two, if you're not out of here in 5 seconds, I'm going to pick you up and throw you out. Now get out!
Okay, Mr. Barron. But let me tell you one thing before I go. You're going to regret this. I saw your daughter before. Nice-looking kid.
Well, I'm very well aware there's been some grumbling about the austerity budget the disciples have been living under, but you can tell them that I'm on the verge of getting a major contribution to the mission. We can all look forward to better days.
Well, do you mind if I ask who our benefactor is?
Not at all. Cassie Callison has finally seen the light. She's agreed to share her massive wealth with the less fortunate. Oh, I know that pouty look on your face, Allison. What is it?
Oh, well, I was just wondering what went on in this room to encourage her to be so generous.
Jealousy again, hmm? How many times have I told you that you must purge yourself of this base envy?
I can't help it. I hate the way you undress her with your eyes.
Allison, it's just your imagination. She means nothing to me except what you can do for the cause.
Then why do you give her so much special attention?
Because she's a new member here, and frankly, she's got a lot of money that can help our work.
She's prettier than I am.
Not at all. No. She's a divorced woman. She's just like her mother. She's a woman of the world. Both of them are scarred. Scarred forever by their sins, whereas you, Allison, you are so sweet and so innocent and so lovely. Now, how do you think I could be with a woman like that when I've got you to love me? You do love me, don't you, Allison?
Oh, yes, Mitch. With all my heart.
Good. Now, I want you to get to all those disciples and tell them about this donation. I'm sure their spirits need buoying, and also, we'll help in their fund gathering.
Can't I stay with you a while? I mean, since I'm going to be working at the hospital, we won't see much of each other.
Well, you know, Allison, I'd like nothing better, but I have a pressing engagement to burn it in.
With Cassie?
No, not with Cassie. Actually, it's with the owner of this fine establishment. I'm about to buy this place very soon.
But it would cost a fortune.
That's exactly what I intend to have. Yeah, I plan to give that man an offer he won't be able to refuse. And then, this town will really sit up and pay attention to Mitch Lawrence.
Hey, man, these are great shots. Listen, we better hustle if we're going to give Clint that racetrack feature by press time. Hey, Earth the cord. Hey, what's up, man?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mike. I was someplace else. What's up?
Hey, what's the problem? Tina?
Gee, how'd you guess?
Look, man, you're only carrying a torch for her the size of the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, well, I tell you, it's really frustrating because I know that she loves me.
Hey, cowboy, has it ever occurred to you that it's all in your mind, man?
Oh, yeah? Well, I tell you, when I look in those blue eyes of hers, no, I can tell it's for real.
Well, look, man, you want a shadow box with a dream? Go ahead, be my guest.
And what would you do, Romeo?
Well, I'd retire gracefully from the ring before I made a fool of myself.
Oh, great. This is perfect. I mean, now you're starting to sound like my mama.
Look, man, I just think you're buying yourself a lot of unnecessary pain, man.
That's very good, you know. Maybe you should be writing the Dear Winnie column instead of being over there at sports. I'll get it. Yeah, Cord Roberts. Yeah, just a minute.
You want to talk to Bart Barron?
Yeah.
Bart, what can I do for you?
I want you to come over to the stables right away.
Well, actually, I'm helping a buddy with a press release for the paper.
It's important. Be here.
What is it? He wants me over there right away. He did not sound like a happy man.
Maybe he wants to confess all his crimes to you.
Yeah, right.
Hey, how's that undercover story going anyway?
Well, one of the formulas that I lifted from his personal notebook turned out to be a new baby shampoo, if that answers your question.
Yeah, well, I guess maybe you better retire from the ring gracefully, huh?
Yeah, I'll think about it. In the meantime, I better hustle over to Barron and see what's bugging them.
Hey, Mike, thanks. I mean, for that advice for the lovelorn.
All of which I'm sure you will totally ignore.
Totally. Yo, dear Winnie, you take it easy, all right? You be careful. Because from what I hear, Bart Barron likes to play for keeps.
Yeah, so do I.
Oh, man.
Cord,
What are you doing here?
I need to talk to you, please.
If Cassie had something to hide from you, do you think she'd tell your best girl here?
I suppose not.
You're just a little tense. What happened with her?
Well, he's not going to do anything against Barron unless I can come up with some hard evidence.
Do you have any?
Guy's very clever. Drugs horses, gets me suspended, has Charlie killed, nobody can touch him. But I'm going to nail that guy, and you can bet on it.
Why do you want him so bad? Why don't you just give up?
Why? Because he murdered Charlie. And I owe it to her to make sure her killer gets punished.
Oh, there's his daughter right now. Look at that. She and Josh are quite an item, don't you think?
Looks that way. Unless, of course, her father wants him to disappear.
He wouldn't do that.
Well, she's here. Maybe I can get some information out of her.
Do you really think she's going to help you nail her own father?
Why not? I hear they're on the outs. Would you mind if I invited them over here?
Of course I don't mind. Why would I mind?
Hi there. Nice to see you. Would you care to join Connie and me for a drink?
Lisa?
I think not, Josh.
Another time, Brad.
Well, in that case, maybe I'll join you for a minute if you don't mind.
What is it you want, Brad?
Well, now that you mentioned it, I'd like to get some information on your father. I know that you're having a few problems with him. I wonder if you could shed a little light on the problems I'm having.
Oh, so I can help your campaign to send him to jail? Is that it?
He's responsible for Charlie's death.
Look, my father may be many things, but he is not a murderer, all right?
Tell that to my dead jockey.
Now, wait.
Get lost, please, Brad.
Lisa, you know he's drugging his horses.
I said get lost. You're not welcome here.
Just a second, fella. This is between the lady and me, all right?
It's between you and me now.
Josh, it's all right. Just take me home, please.
It's all right.
We have a dinner date.
I've suddenly lost my appetite.
I'll go. I'm sorry you feel this way, Lisa.
Yes, well, I do. As for your little flunky Mike, tell him he's wasting his time also, because my father's been on to him for a long time now. In fact, Dad told me he's going to straighten him out. Today. Let's go.
What's wrong?
I think Mike's in trouble.
What kind of trouble?
Baron's on to him, and he doesn't know it. I gotta get to a phone. Excuse me. Where's the phone?
Right over there, sir.
Thank you.
Do you think Baron would hurt him?
Are you kidding? If he wanted to, he'd have him killed.
Me again.
Well, I wouldn't be here, except that whole thing at the Vernon Inn was very upsetting.
Yeah, well, nobody got hurt.
Yeah, we both came awfully close.
So what do you want me to do about that, Tina?
I want you to promise that you're not going to challenge Richard again.
Hey, wait a second. Hey, he's the one who did the challenging.
Look, he's just very upset, and Look, I know how much this job means to you.
And do you really care?
Yes. Yes, I care. I don't want you to hurt your whole future.
Tina, where I come from, that kind of care and that kind of concern means only one thing. You love me. Just admit it.
You know, you are the most infuriating man I have ever met. You twist all my words into exactly what you want them to mean.
Am I wrong?
Yes, you are wrong. Yes, you are. I don't love you. I don't want you. I don't need you. And stop torturing me.
I'd say that lady doesn't protest too much. Hang in there, cowboy. It's not over yet.
The lovely Maria Roberts. My condolences again on the death of your husband.
You know what you can do with your condolences.
Sorry you feel that way. Your husband and I became very close just before his death.
You mean by weaseling information about Cord from his dying lips?
Well, he did unburden himself to me, yes.
Well, I have a message for you regarding that information. You can forget about using it as blackmail against Asa Buchanan.
Mrs. Roberts, you're doing me an injustice. I'm sure if we sat down and talked quietly, you'd see I mean to blackmail no one, and I had nothing to do with your husband's death.
Do you think I am one of those sweet little followers? To me, you are nothing but a killer. Now get out of my way.
Well, finally.
Dad, hi.
Yeah, I thought you'd been kidnapped. You know how many messages I left on your answering machine?
Sorry, I've been kind of busy lately.
Nobody's that busy. I promised your mother I'd keep an eye on you while she's at the broadcast. But where have you been?
I've been around. You know, here and there.
You've been around. Am I supposed to believe that?
All right, Mr. District Attorney, what do you want to know?
I want to know where you've been.
Well, I've been kind of seeing this guy.
Well, well, I mean, that would change
Are you
things.
satisfied?
Who is he?
I really don't think I should say, because it hasn't progressed enough for words.
He isn't married, is he?
No. I'm not having an affair, if that's what you're worried about.
Wait, why don't you bring him around?
Because I don't want everybody to get the wrong idea. I mean, I want to make sure that it's more than just infatuation before everybody blows it out of proportion.
Oh, I see. Well, I guess I feel relieved about that. I mean, I just couldn't imagine why you weren't around your apartment.
Dad, I'm a grown woman now. I think I can take care of myself. You don't have to worry.
All I'm worried about is that you stay away from Mitch Lawrence. Promise me you will.
I promise.
this would be the perfect place for us to have a nice, quiet talk, Mr. Roberts.
Well, this has got to be some kind of record for the shortest dinner date of the year.
I'm really sorry, Josh. I just got so upset with Brad Vernon, I had to leave.
Why do you let him get to you like that?
Well, you know, me and Dad haven't had the greatest times, but I can't let somebody like Brad Vernon persecute him over things that he didn't commit.
Yeah, what about Mike Rivers? Is he really spying on your father?
I'm afraid so. I just can't figure out why he's doing it.
Can I take you up to your room?
I think I can find my own way, thank you. Oh, Josh, thank you.
What for? We didn't have any dinner, remember?
Just being so understanding.
Okay, maybe we can have dinner another time.
Sure. Rain check.
You sure you don't want me to see you upstairs?
I'm sure. Good night, Josh. Oh, you startled me.
I'm Neil. I used to ride for your father.
Yes, I know who you are. You bumped Charlie, right?
Can I have a word with you?
I really don't have anything to say to you.
I think you do. One word, one sound, and you're dead. Understand? Now I'm going to leave here nice and quiet, like two old friends. Move.
Maria, did you convince her not to spill the beans to Cord?
No, Ace, I'm afraid it didn't.
What'd she say?
She's going to tell Cord the truth tonight.
Oh.
Honey, I'm sorry. I know how this upsets you.
Upset? Pamela, I am ready to go into orbit. This is the end between Clint and me.
Maybe she'll change her mind.
No, not that lady.
Then we can think of some other way just to get to her, right?
Oh, Lord, I should have known. You are not going to let me get away with this one.
My daughter Lisa informs me that you're doing some interesting work for the Banner.
Just the usual sports stuff.
Just the usual.
So, Bart, what did you want to talk to me about?
Mike, one of the first things I demanded when you started work for me is total loyalty. Do I have your total loyalty, Mike?
Of course you do. 100%.
That's good, Mike. Because you see, if there's one thing I can't tolerate, it's a double-crosser. I gotta tell you, I came across a couple in my life and they're not around any longer. If you get what I'm saying.
I think so.
Bright boy.
Listen, Bart, what does this all have to do with me?
Tell me, Mike, if you were Bart Barron and someone you trusted you all of a sudden found out was double-crossing you, what would you do?
I'm not sure. Why do you ask me?
I have a little job for you.
What kind of little job?
I want you to do a job on a double-crosser for me.
Look, Bart, I'm no hitman. Is this somebody I know?
Oh, yes. It's someone very close to you. What do you want, Vernon?
Oh, well, I want to make sure my friend Mike here doesn't join my friend Charlie. He's on you, Mike. He wants to get rid of you the same way he got rid of Charlie. Am I right, Baron?
You're spoiling my fun, Vernon. I don't like it. I don't like this two-time little newspaper rat, and I don't like you. And I plan to get rid of both of you right now.
Baron! This is your old pal, Neil, Mr. Baron.
What do you want now?
I'm calling to find out if you ever want to see your daughter alive again.
What the hell do you mean?
I've got her, Mr. Baron. And if you ever want to see her alive, you better cooperate. Understand?
How long do you think you can keep me in here?
Just long enough to discuss this little plan of yours to tell Cord the truth.
You're not going to change my mind.
Maybe not. But please, hear me out. Let me go through this little scenario. What's going to happen when Cord finds out he's a Buchanan? First of all, he's going to run right over to Clint's office. What do you think will happen? When Clint finds out he's his missing son, he's going to embrace him. Yes, he's going to be so happy that he has an heir. You know what he's going to do next? He's not going to go to you. He's going to go to Tina Lord, and you know that.
Tina's engaged to Richard Abbott.
You know how long it's going to take her to break that engagement when she finds out that he is a Buchanan heir? I'm talking about Cord here. Huh? All she's going to see is that power and that money. And the chance to be a lord and a Buchanan. That's going to put her on the same level as dear sister Vicky.
Well, Cord wouldn't marry her.
Oh, no? Have you seen that love light in his eyes when he looked at her? Oh, boy, I'm telling you, it could light up Grandview. No, I'm telling you. I guarantee you that if Cord finds out who he really is, he's going to make Tina Lord your new daughter-in-law.
If Cord loves her, maybe it's for the best.
For the best? Oh, come on, Maria. Let me tell you a thing or two about this little lady, okay? And what a little lady she is. Did you know that not long ago, when I was one of the devil's own disciples, Tina Lord conspired with me? Conspired with me to drive Vicky Buchanan insane. Did you know that?
Well, I find that hard to believe.
Oh, believe it, Maria. She knew all about Vicky's alter ego, and she kept it under wraps. Then she had her committed to a lunatic asylum. And then to drive in the final nail, she tried to seduce Clint Buchanan.
Why?
Why? Because Tina Lord will do anything for power and money. And I mean anything. She's quite a girl. Just the sort you want to have for your son, huh?
Are you telling the truth?
Oh, God's truth.
Swear it?
Ooh, on a stack of Bibles. And I guarantee you one other thing, too. If Cord marries her and makes her Tina Buchanan, that little Bronco Buster is in for the ride of his life. Going down?
Lawrence. I'll look to now, pal.
Would you ask your mama? She'll tell you all about it. Think about those things.
Because there's no sense pretending they're not going to happen. If Maria tells Cord that Clint's her natural-born father, do you think he's going to keep that news to himself?
No, the kid is going to run to Clint and call him Daddy, and Clint is going to call me every name in the damn book.
Most of them, which you will deserve, but that's not the point. When Clint finds out he has a son, Asa, a son you've kept from him all those years, do you know what's going to happen?
I know what's going to happen. The love that Clint and I share as father and son is gone in a flash.
Honey, you've got to soften that blow. You can't let Cord be the one to tell Clint.
Pamela, even if I wanted to do what you want me to do, I can't. Clint is knee-deep in some swamp in Vietnam looking for his brother. There's no way I can go and confess to.
All right, then get the next best thing. Get the person that Clint listens to the most, the woman he loves the best in the whole world. Asa, you've got to tell Vicky.
Nothing happened.
Come on, Ma, please. No more little white lies. Now, I know that you weren't just sitting in there having a nice little chat with Mitch Lawrence.
Cord, I am so sorry that you have become so suspicious.
He wanted something from you, didn't he?
No.
Ma, you look at me straight in the eye and you tell me the truth. I want an honest answer to an honest question. Now, what the hell have you been keeping from me?
You're bluffing.
Then call my bluff. All you have to lose is your daughter.
All right, what do you want?
You know the old abandoned stables at the edge of the track? I'm planning to be there, say, around 9 p.m. Oh, and don't leave home without cash. $50,000 should do nicely.
Anything else?
Yeah, come alone. If you try to contact the cops and play one of their cute little games.
I don't even know if I can raise that much cash so quickly.
You'll raise it, or you'll be digging a grave for that daughter of yours.
If you wait till Maria tells
Wait a
Cord,
minute,
it's
hold
going to
it.
be nothing.
Maria may not. Just because she told you she's going to confess to Cord, when she sees that boy face to face.
Maria
is going to start a brand new life here in Landview. She doesn't want to start it based on a lie. That's why she's going to tell Cord the whole story tonight.
What have you become, Maria Roberts' official mouthpiece? The way you turned against, went with Tina against me? What'd you do, find some enemy to aid and comfort?
Asa, I am on your side. If you're so stupid you don't even recognize that.
Pam. Don't go.
Well, what am I going to stay and let you just heap all kinds of abuse on top of me?
I'm going to say I'm sorry.
You're going to apologize?
Yes. I have no reason to question your loyalty. You stood by me when Maria and Cord came to this town. It's just with Bo missing, I tell you, my dreams are just full of, worries and dread.
Honey, there is absolutely nothing you can do to help Bo right now. But there is something you can do to hold this family together until he comes back.
Telling Vicky will not help.
She will understand.
Pamela, who are we kidding? What I did to Maria and a baby way back, Vicky will not understand. And keeping the secret about Cord from Clint all these years, she's going to understand that?
She's very reasonable if she's the one that tells Clint you have a shot.
It doesn't matter who tells Clint. The results will be the same. When he finds out I denied him his first real love, denied him his son, what is he going to give me, a big bear hug and forgive and forget?
Asa, look, I know it all sounds so hopeless, but
No, it's not. No, it's not hopeless. I can get my family and my son back intact by stopping Maria Roberts and going by her history. I just think I know the trick that's going to do it.
I saw the look on your face when that elevator door opened. Now, you were terrified.
Well, I was at first, but as it turned out, all Mitch Lawrence wanted was my forgiveness.
After what he did to Pa?
Well, he said he never went to the hospital to cause your father any pain or to even
Haven't you
contribute to his
heard
death.
what people in this town have been saying about this guy? He's got no remorse or regret for anyone. Now, I know that he went in Pa's ICU room for something.
Yes, he said he went there to offer comfort and counsel.
No, he wanted information.
What kind of information?
Oh, what else? Obviously, somehow he found out about Tina and I, and that I came here looking for her. He wanted to get some information from Pa, see if she was as interested in me as I was in her.
Oh, well, you could be right, son.
Well, I know that I am. He swore that he was going to take his revenge out on her. Now, he was pumping Pa for information. He wanted to know what was going on between us. Anything he could use against her.
Well, that does sound right.
Yeah. But, Ma, what doesn't make any sense to me is the fact that you will not tell me what Pa said to Mitch.
Cord, I have told you everything I know.
Ma, please, that answer will not cut it anymore. Now, I know that something happened in that ICU room with Mitch and Pa, and it happened when Pa said something. Now, what was it?
All right, maybe something was said. Maybe he heard the truth about your precious little Tina. Maybe it pained him to realize that his son is throwing his life away on some worthless little tramp.
Pa really cared about her, Mom. How can you say those things?
Because something good happened when I got stuck in that elevator with Mitch Lawrence. I learned just how far Tina Lord will go to get what she wants, even to the point of destroying her
How
sister.
can you believe those lies?
They're not lies, Cord. He detailed every little crime, every little impulse that she possessed.
The man is a criminal, Ma. He is the one with evil impulses, all right? Now, what happened to you there, huh? Did he sell you one of his flowers? Are you one of his latest, greatest converts? That's right, Ma. I am your son. I am your son. And you're going to take the word of a convicted killer over mine. Well, fine, all right?
Cord!
Sounds like somebody just tried to reach out and touch you, Baron. Who was that?
Just a minor business detail, nothing for you to worry about.
Then why are you worried, that is?
I don't have to answer to either one of you guys. Now get the hell out of here before I throw you out.
When are you going to wise up? What do we have to do, calling the cops?
No, don't call the police. He might kill her.
Her? You mean Lisa, don't you?
No, I never said.
You didn't have to. Look, I heard enough of that conversation to know someone's holding a gun to your head. Only it's really Lisa, isn't it?
That true, Baron?
I've done nothing wrong.
Let me tell you something, Bart. Now, I'd be happy to let you drown in your own mess, but I am not, repeat, am not going to let you drag Lisa down with you. Now, if you want to save your daughter's life, you better stop messing around and level with us, man. And I mean, like, right now.
And how are you doing? You gonna be a good girl? All right. Then we can do without this, huh?
Somebody help me!
Very funny. Only the joke's on you, baby.
This is the old abandoned part of the track. You can yell for hours, nobody's gonna hear you.
What did you think I was going to do? Just sit here and wait for you to kill me?
Who says push has come to shove, huh? Your old man is as good at taking orders as he is at giving them. You'll be out of here tonight.
What kind of orders?
We just established the ground rules, baby. All you have to do is sit, wait, and another thing. You might pray that your old man loves you more than he loves his money.
Well, in that case, put a file in it.
Maybe we shouldn't send it.
What do you mean? You know that this is her favorite kind of cake. Besides, I think it'll make her think of home.
Which she doesn't want to come back to. Connie, think about this for a minute. We send her a cake there. That's as if we're saying to her we're learning to accept that she's going to stay at the Waterside Inn.
It's only a chocolate cake. Are we supposed to pretend that joy doesn't exist anymore, that she's never going to come home?
Wait a minute. Let's not fight about a cake, all
It's
right?
more than a cake, Dee Dee.
You can bet on it.
All right, it's about losing hope that she's ever going to come back here, but us fighting isn't going to help anything, is it? Let's face it, we need an angel to go to the Waterside Inn and bring her back here.
Great, let's go to the phone book and ask for renting angels.
Well, I think I may have one that can help out.
Well, actually, this really isn't a time for joking.
I'm not joking. I was talking to Vicky, and I think she does have somebody who can help us.
Look, stop playing games and tell us what's happened to her.
All right. She's been kidnapped. It wasn't my fault.
Yeah, right. Somebody just decided to grab her, huh?
His name's Neil Simpson. He's one of my jockeys. Well, he piled up a gambling debt and came to me to bail him out. When I refused, you can see how I've been rewarded.
Yeah, well, what do you expect when you go around drugging horses and murdering people?
Simpson tried to put the touch on me. It had nothing to do with committing crimes about which I know nothing.
You can feign innocence all you want. We both know what you've done.
Look, you two can keep on arguing, but in the meantime, Lisa's life is on the line. And damn it, I'm going to do something about it.
What are you doing?
Calling the cops.
Do that and she's as good as dead.
What, you going to let that creep get away with his bluff?
What if he's not bluffing? You think I'm going to play games with my daughter's
All right.
life?
Let's say we don't call the police. What do you propose we do?
You? Nothing. But I've got $50,000 that Neil demanded. I'm going to pay him off. And he's going to let Lisa go, and that'll be that.
And that's all there is to it?
She's my daughter, Vernon. I'll do what I have to do to get her free.
The money's not going to save her. Wise up, man. Your pal Neil's not going to stop until you're bled dry.
And then, even then, it's no guarantee that he'll let Lisa go. Man, he can waste you and Lisa when you make the drop.
He'll kill her for sure if I do nothing.
Who says we're going to do nothing?
Listen, I don't want any part of your harebrained plans, Vernon. I've told you guys too much of it as it is. Now get the hell out of here.
Listen, Bart, you can't go through with this, man.
I can and I will. And if you call the police and get in my way in any way, I give you my word, I'm going to hunt you down, both of you, and kill you myself.
Let me tell you.
Forget it, man. Let him handle it his own way. Just hope for Lisa's sake he's right.
Man, what are you doing? You know if he goes through with
Man, he's terrified. We're just going to have to do his thinking for him.
You mean?
We're going to stick the Baron like a saddle to a thoroughbred. He's coming. Let's go.
All right, Richard. I suppose if you can accept Tina, warts and all, I can stand the thought of the two of you being together. Besides, you're right. It's not my business to tell you how to run your life.
I still value your opinion.
Yes, well, my opinion is, of course, colored by my past dealings with Tina. It has to be. And as hard as I have tried to put the past behind me, certain things keep cropping up that make it very, very difficult.
Certain things like Mitch Lawrence?
Yes? Yes, Mitch Lawrence. I will never forget the pain and the suffering he caused me and my family with Tina standing right at his side.
But Vicky, Tina has
Oh, I know. She was his victim at the end, I know. And now she's a new woman. All right, Richard. If she is indeed a new woman, it is to your credit and only your credit. I just want to say this one thing. I pray that this marriage gives you everything that it's going to give Tina.
We'll have your blessings then?
Oh, honey, you don't need my blessing. Of course you have my blessing. I only want what's good for you always. You must know that, you silly thing. Oh, Richard.
Excuse me. I'm looking for Victoria Buchanan.
Well, you found her.
Yes, I'm Vicki Buchanan. How can I help you?
I'm Roderick Harmon, and I'm here to help you.
Mr. Harmon. My goodness, yes, excuse me. Richard, it's all right. I was expecting Mr. Harmon. We'll talk later, okay?
Thanks, Vicki.
I'm so sorry. If you'd let me know you were coming, I would have had a car meet you.
That's okay. I took the first plane I could from San Francisco. There's no time for amenities. Are you ready to begin? I understand there's a flight at stake.
Yes, there is. And we've made no arrangements pending your advice.
Good. And there won't be a duplication of effort. Mrs. Buchanan, we're about to embark on a very delicate mission.
Yes, I'm aware of the risks. Let's go to my office, shall we? Pete O'Neill is aware of them, too, and he's very anxious to meet you, so we'll go right over there if that's all right.
A professional deprogrammer?
Yeah, Vicki was telling us about him.
Yeah, his name is Roderick Harmon. His credentials are impeccable.
Has he been able to help a lot of young kids?
Quite a few, but that doesn't really guarantee us any success.
All we want is hope. This is the only bit that we've got. And when is he getting here?
And what exactly does a deprogrammer do?
I don't know, maybe that's him now.
Hi, I have a telegram for Mrs. Bo Buchanan.
I'm Mrs. Bo Buchanan.
Here you are. You can just... Yeah. Sure.
One second.
Thank you.
Well, aren't you going to open it?
I'm almost afraid to. It's kind of like Russian roulette, isn't it? It could say anything. It could even say that he's not...
Dee, don't even think that. Bo is alive.
Well, he is in my heart if I don't open this.
Come on, dude, look. Whatever it is, you got the strength to deal with it.
You don't know my father.
And you do? Baby, I could tell you things about your old man.
I know he's ruthless. Too ruthless to be playing games with a common thug like you.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that you're not going to get your money. You're going to get an army. He's going to bring a whole army of cops, led by his special dear friend, Captain Ed Hall.
I'm terrified. I'm out of my mind with fear. I'm so scared I could burst out laughing.
Keep laughing. Don't say I didn't warn you, because when my father comes...
Baby, your old man ain't gonna bring any cops. Not if he wants to preserve his spotless reputation. He knows I could put the finger on him good.
You don't have anything on my father.
You call drugging horses, killing jockeys, nothing?
You're lying. My father never killed anybody in his life.
Yeah?
Who do you think you are?
You're right. Your father's too gentlemanly for that. That's why he paid me to do it for him.
I don't believe you. My father may not be a saint, but he'd never resort to being a murderer.
Oh, yeah? Then I guess he'd never resort to creating a drug that makes horses run extra fast, a drug that can't be traced.
You're making it up. You're just saying that to throw the guilt off yourself.
Hey, there's plenty of guilt to go around, baby. When a jockey named Charlie found out about your daddy's scam, she was ready to spoil his big plans. That's why he told me to bump her at the rail, bump her off, you might say.
No!
But he didn't pay me for services rendered. Thought he'd go on drugging up his nags, winning, playing buddy-buddy with the big wigs at the track.
Stop it! I'm not going to hear you anymore!
Oh, but you will hear, baby. You'll hear what your father does to people he finds expendable. People like me, like you, maybe.
No, I'm not going to listen!
Maybe that's what's got you, huh, Lisa? Maybe you're worried that he will put his money before his own kid. Oh, that would be a shame, a terrible shame.
Stop it, please. Please stop lying to me.
Well, they're not lies, are they, Lisa? I can see it in your eyes. You know it's true, all of it. You know the same about Baron I do. And you know he's capable of anything.
Now let's stop by the video store and we got a couple films. Your favorites, Mr. Roberts, Calamity Jane. Thought we might go into the den and smooch a little.
You are going to have to watch them for the both of us. I have some business to finish.
Honey, if you think you're going to stop worrying about your family by starting to worry about your business, it is just not going to
I made a scheduled appointment for 6 o'clock. I can't cancel it now.
What kind of an appointment is so important that you can't cancel it?
The butler told me to come right in.
Maria, what are you doing here?
Pam, I told you I had some business. Come in, Maria.
I want you to know I would never have come here unless it affected my son's happiness.
It does. Pam, be so kind.
I wouldn't be. I'd like her to stay. I trust her.
All right, I'll get right to the point. Maria, what I'm about to say is of the utmost importance. This could be one of the biggest decisions you'll ever have to make.
Dee?
Come on, Dee. Is it good news or what?
Well, judge for yourselves. It says, new search party headed toward Cambodian border. Bo and his men presumed in deepest jungle with no communications to the outside world. May have built temporary camp to ride out monsoons. I know he's alive, and I intend to find him. And it's signed, Les Clint.
Well, it sounds good to me.
Yeah, he sounds very encouraging.
Yeah, and you know Clint, Mr. Understated. He's probably trying to hide his optimism from us.
He probably knows exactly right where Bo and his men are.
Okay, just stop it, all right? I know exactly what Clint's saying.
Dee Dee, he's trying to offer some hope.
He's a very clever writer, and he writes in the positives on the surface. You read between the lines here, he doesn't know where Bo is.
Is this Dee Dee O'Neill talking? The world's greatest optimist? Now, if Clint says and knows that Bo's alive, Dee Dee, you can believe him.
I really want to.
Then you do it. You're an O'Neill. Let me tell you something. The O'Neills never give up hope. You take this back. Because we're going to find Bo, and we're going to bring him out of that jungle. The same way that the O'Neills are going to get Joy away from Mitch Lawrence. And you can make book on that.
I think I just lost my title as the world's greatest optimist. I think you win.
You guys expecting another telegram?
I hope not.
No, hopefully that's...
Pete.
Vicky, perfect timing.
Good. This is Roderick Harmon, Pete O'Neill.
Hi, Harmon. Mr. O'Neill.
I brought him as soon as he arrived.
Please, come on.
Hi, Dee Dee. May I introduce Roderick Harmon? These are the sisters of the young lady we're trying to save. This is Connie O'Neill and Dee Dee Buchanan.
Hello, ladies. I'm counting on you for your help.
Not half as much as we're counting on yours.
Yeah, you want to see me? Yeah, I've been looking at the layout for the Sunday feature. I like the idea behind it. It's the execution that leaves something to be desired.
I guess it depends on how you look at it, huh? Might be real hard to be objective when you've got a grudge against the guy who took the pictures.
Well, I could say it's hard to take good pictures when all you think about is another man's fiancée.
Look, I don't let anything, I mean anything, interfere with my work.
Neither do I. So when I tell you this photo layout isn't up to your usual standards, I mean just that and nothing more.
Yeah, all right. Maybe I didn't put the time in this that I should have. But I don't want you assuming that every time I mess up, it's because of Tina. Everyone is entitled to an off day, you know?
You're right. Next time I won't assume anything. But that works both ways, Cord. Don't assume every time I question your work, it's because of Tina.
Yeah. Well, don't pretend that you like having me around knowing how I feel about her.
I can live with it. The question is, can you?
I told you nothing interferes with my work.
Not even knowing that we're getting married?
But why don't we just stick to this layout, all right?
Cord, sooner or later, you're going to have to face this. And then we can get back to our work here at the Banner, and you can get on with the rest of your life.
I'm going to rework this thing, all right? I'll put some new pictures in it, and then you'll see it when I'm finished.
Cord, did you hear a word I said?
Of course, when Pamela told me about your conversation at the inn today, I was very concerned.
I figured you would be.
Not so much for me. For you and your fine boy.
You mean your grandson?
You're going to have to admit, Maria, that if you tell Cord Clint is his father, there are going to be strong repercussions.
Yes, particularly when he finds out that you've known about it all this time.
Yes, I will have to answer some strong questions. Well, I guess it seems long enough to, not to postpone the inevitable.
Yeah, what? I'm sorry, darling. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
As Pam and I were talking before, I'd like to wipe our slate clean. I'd like to live in peace and harmony with you and your boy.
You would?
Yes, if you want to live in Landview to be near your boy,